Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, people? Random show, we're back, we're back. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're well. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Random show, we're back again. Random show settings, we are back. What's going on, people? What's crack-a-lacking? What's the deal? Big up Chris Mack in the chat there. What's going on, my brother? Wagwan Chris Mack, Wagwan Game Bread Footballer, Wagwan Game Bread, Wagwan Game Bread. What's good, Frizzle? What's good? I see you, I see you, I see you. Come one, come all. What's the deal, everybody? What's the deal? 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 What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, people? What's going on? What's happening, people? What's good, Tony FM? I see you. What's good, Tony FM? LB, I see you. What's going on, LB? What's going on, Jack Donahue Jr.? What's going on? What's going on, my people, them? Sarlux, I see you. What's going on, my ninja? What's good? What's goody? 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 What's going on? Who's that? Corey Mace, what's going on? Yes, Frizzle. I mean, look, I'm a working class man, man. Working class content creator, bro. You gotta get out of the mud. You gotta stream again and again and again and again. Demonetized gang, you get me? Demonetized gang. We gotta be streaming out here, man. We gotta fight. So when my review comes up, or if they ever reconsider me to go back onto the monetization, they can see all this content, they can see all this jolly, you know, all this hype, all this love that you guys are giving me, right? They can see how happy I am, and they'll be like, you know what? Let's give that ninja another chance. Let's give that ninja another chance. That's what we have to do to get out of the mud. We have to get out of the mud, man. We have to get out of the mud. Big up LB. These streams drive me nuts. Oh, honestly, so much has happened with Brendan. We forget about that, innit? Or I forgot about that until you brought that up. So much stuff has happened since then, but that should have been such a... Or maybe he's fallen so... Maybe Brendan has fallen so much. Those type of moments don't hit like they used to, you know? Because that would be a really big moment. And maybe a couple of years ago, but maybe because he's fallen so far down, you know? Nuts! Nuts! Brian, I know you're not going to like me saying this. I know you're not like me saying this. Don't cut this out, Chin. Chin's probably half awake. Don't cut this out, Chin. Don't cut this out. Callum's sitting there thinking, yo, don't fuck up the little career I have left. I know you quit stand-up, but I've not quit. I'm still in the game. Don't fuck up my thing, man. Drive me near. He really thought he said something too. He really thought he like said something. He honestly thought he said something. I swear to God, what a loser, man. What a loser. Sarlux. Sarlux, that's the question everyone wants to hear. That's the question everyone wants an answer to, brother. Who won the truck? I don't think we'll ever find out, you know. I don't think we're ever gonna know. What's the website called again? Is it Drive Fast All Gas? I don't think we're ever gonna find out who actually won the truck. Let's check the website. Can you still buy? Oh no, giveaway has ended. Allegedly, giveaway has ended. Allegedly, they've got giveaway has ended sign on the actual website, so you can't actually buy anything just yet. You can't buy it anymore. Drive Fast #1 has ended. Don't miss your chance. But they still got all this confusing text. Don't miss your chance to enter. But it's ended. So what's going on? Is it ended, or have you missed your chance to buy it? Every order gets to enter. The t-shirts are still available to buy though. You can still buy the t-shirts. If I click this button, what happens if I click this button? What happens if I click this button? I click shop and enter. What happens when I click it? When I click shop and enter, look, I can still buy it. See? I can still buy all this shitty stuff. I can still buy a Drive Fast All Gas trucker hat. Yeah, see, I can still buy it. I can still buy all this shit. You can still purchase all this shit even though the raffle is finished. So maybe the whole purpose of it is like, maybe it's where it makes sense. Maybe you set up the store as a way for you to buy raffles, so you're forced to buy the merch. But then when the raffle ends, the store just turns into a regular site anyway, where you just buy stuff like an online store. Still doesn't make sense, but I'm trying to make it make sense. Can you add it to your cart? Yeah, you can, right? Add it to a cart. Yeah, there you go. Boom. See? So it looks like it's still available. You can still purchase this shit. I don't know what's going on there, but we've got no idea who won. We have no idea who won yet, but so far, it looks like all dry fast, all gas truck giveaway. Something's happened. I don't know what's happened so far, but we've got no idea. We do not. What's that? We do not DM winners via social media. What's that about? Let's see this. Let's see this fucking pop up here. Social media DMs are not included, so no addies, so no baddies then. Look at that. Where's the FAQ? Where is it? Click it and there's no FAQ. It's a dead site. It's a dead fucking page. Yo, what the fuck is going on with this, man? Okay, maybe this is this the rules here? Is that the rules? Official limit to 10,000 total entries. These are the official rules. Limited to 10,000 entries, total entries. Made by purchase, VIP purchase, bundle. No purchase or payment of any kind is necessary to enter to win. So if you don't need to purchase, why are they selling clothes for you to purchase then? Purchase or payment does not improve your chances of winning. Yet they say that on the page. If you buy it, it increases your chances, or they imply it anyway. So it's very scummy. The dry fast all gas giveaway is open to only legal residents of the United States and maybe the country of Africa, including to Brendan. Promotion ends 31st of the 8th. Winner must pick up prize from location in California designated by sponsor, subject to complete official rules. Fucking weird, isn't it? Fucking weird. Something's going on there. I don't know what it is. Big up the stream chat. Yeah, exactly. Big up Uche. 40 bucks for a hat is kind of insane. Especially that sort of hat. If it's like a Supreme hat. Honestly, hold on. I think that hat is the same price as a Supreme hat, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I think that hat might be the same price as a Supreme hat. That's insane if he's selling his shitty dry fast all gas hat the same fucking price as my beloved Supreme. Are you for sure? Hold on, let's double check this. $40 here. Let's go Supreme. I think hats on Supreme are $40 or £40. I'm pretty sure they're £40. Shop, view all. You can tell I'll go on this site a lot. Hats. I'm pretty sure Supreme hats are like £40. Yeah, £50. He's selling his shitty hats for the same price. You're gonna pay £6 more and you can buy a Supreme hat. Which hat would you prefer? A Supreme hat or a fucking shitty dry fast all gas hat? That's a really nice hat, by the way. I like this one here. That's a really good one. That pink one's beautiful. Imagine buying one of these dry fast all gas hats instead of buying a fucking Supreme hat. Could you imagine what kind of nutcase will do that? Big up Jordan Ray. Fig merch Supreme. Even you don't believe that, Jordan Ray. Even you don't believe that, mate. Look at this. $40. And some of these hats haven't been made. According to that video I played last week, or the last stream of Saynaz in the studio or in the factory, most of this stuff hasn't even been made. Most of this stuff hasn't even been made. It's been made to order. So you're gonna have to wait 6 weeks for a shitty trucker hat with a logo on it because it's all made to order. They wait till the orders come in, then they make them because they don't want to be, I guess, left with dead stock or some shit, or don't want to invest in manufacturing it beforehand. But yeah, look at all this shitty stuff, man. Look at this. Okay, some is £35. Some of it is 35, but most of it is 46. Like, I'd rather buy a Supreme hat, mate. Honestly. Look at all the beautiful Supreme hats you can buy for the same price as a fucking shitty dry fast all gas hat. Like, it's not even close. It's not even fucking close, mate. Honestly. But who won the truck? We don't know yet. Let's check fucking Brendan's social while we're at it. Let's see Brendan's social media. Who won the truck? Do we have an indication? No indication who won the truck just yet. We have loads of posts about the truck, but no indication of who won the truck. Let's actually click this. What's the post we want to see? This is the latest one, isn't it? This is linked to the video. So let's actually watch the video. There's a video linked to this actually that I want to check out. I've actually downloaded it already because I'm a fucking G. Look at the comments. Look at the comments because Brendan's topless in this, by the way, right? He's showing off the gains, right? Brendan's showing off the tits, right? He's showing off the shoulders. He feels swole. He feels lean. He's showing off the Ozempic gains, right? The Ozempic gains. The Ozempic gains. The Ozempic gains. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, game game bred footballer, game bred footballer. 5 quid hats for 50 quid is nuts. Exactly, brother. Those hats, you know, we all have probably dabbled in some like printing of t-shirts for special occasions. Maybe we've done it for work and stuff. You know how much this shit, like I've got one on now at the moment that I got from a Bali surf shop when I went to Bali many years ago. These type of things are like they're peanuts to make. Peanuts to make. Probably the blank of this is like probably less than $5. Probably from Alibaba you could get a box of like trucker hats, maybe different color combinations for maybe $1 to like $3 a piece. They're super cheap. And the logo printing is really easy to do. Like everyone, you can do them in most places in metropolitan cities. You can find places that kind of screen print and all that sort of shit. So maybe to make them all in, from the price of the hat to the printing of the logo, it probably might cost you max $10, maybe 20 at most. And then you're selling it for 50. And they're not even good quality. These things aren't good quality. They're shit. They're like novelty hats, right? You buy these things at like tourist shops and shit, or merch stands. They're not really meant to be like worn every day and shit. You know, they fucking die after a while. They start to smell. You know, sometimes they're different sizes and different colors and shit. Imagine selling them for $50. Like, you're a real scumbag. Like, you really don't care about your fans, man. That sort of shit you should be selling for like 20 quid, £20. That's it. Boom. Here. You know what I mean? Just so you can cover your basis of printing, or 25, even 30 max. But I think 20 is a good number, just to kind of get them out there. That's what I would do. Just get them out there. Here, it's 20. Get them out. Even if you lose, just get them out there so people can wear them. But 50. Anyway, look at this comment. Look at this comment. Brendan's showing off his gains, and obviously the internet is not a good place to show off your gains when you're lying. The internet's always going to call you out when you're lying. The internet is going to praise you when you're doing well and you're telling the truth. But if you're lying, the internet's always going to make sure they bring you right back down to earth. And look at this comment. Look at this comment here right at the top. Looking lean, brother. What's the new diet / program? In my opinion, knowing the internet the way I know the internet, this is bait. This is obviously a troll. This is obviously somebody trying to goad Brendan into a reply. But Brendan is so redacted. He's so dumb. He bites. This is definitely not somebody being sincere. If this person is sincere and you're watching this stream right now, this clip, I do apologize, but from what I know of the internet, this person was goading Papa into a reply, and Papa for some reason decided to reply and get into the comments, which he say he doesn't read comments, by the way, but he seems to be all up in his own comments. So let's see what Brendan replies to this. Looking lean, brother. What's the new diet / program? Now the truth is, it's Ozempic. We know that it's Ozempic. Now he's probably trying to be clever because I think he's run out of Ozempic. It looks like he's run out because his face has puffed up a little bit. So he's probably back to eating what he usually was eating that was giving him allergic reaction or making his face inflame, like he got stung by 1,000 bees, as Theo Von put so eloquently back in the day. So he's kind of swelling, he's kind of ballooning up a little bit, and we know that Ozempic, if you stop taking it, the weight comes on back quite easily because your appetite suppression is usually back to normal, right? You're not suppressing your appetite as much as you want on Ozempic. So clearly he's off it at the moment, and he's probably trying to be clever, and now he's off it. He's now working out, because before when he was on it he wasn't working out, but now he's working out and he's maybe getting a bit swole. He's probably feeling like people won't recognize or won't notice that he's on Ozempic, but you were on it. So he got the gains of Ozempic, which is quite smart. I think he used the gains of Ozempic to get rid of all that weight that he couldn't get off because he's never going to be disciplined enough to kind of get it off properly through diet. So he got it off quickly, and now that he's off it, he now wants to try and pretend like he's working himself up. Do you know what I mean? It's quite smart. I think it's a smart approach, but this is what I think he done. But obviously he's never going to admit it, because in the beginning he never wanted to admit anyway, but it's true. He definitely did use Ozempic. So that's the truthful answer. What did Brendan reply? Let's see what Brendan said about that, right? Let's see what he said. I'm curious to see how Brendan replied to the, hey, you look lean, brother. What's a new diet? And Brendan replied to the guy and said this: lots of running, keeping up with kiddos, good protein and peptides from this place called Transcendent HRT. Obviously, that's a lie. I don't believe he runs as much as he says he runs. And keeping up with the kiddos and stuff, you don't lose weight and become ripped and become the most skinniest you've ever become because you're chasing your kids around your mansion. That doesn't work that way. And yeah, we just know that's not true. I don't believe it, because he posts everything on social media. If he run if Brendan ran as much as he says he does, he'd be posting it every day, because running is one of the hardest forms of exercise out there. Most of you guys know, if you do work out, going to the gym is far easier than running, especially running outdoors on fucking, you know, concrete or whatever trails. On the machine, treadmill and shit, maybe it's a bit easier, but actually running outdoors is very, very difficult. So I don't believe I don't believe for one moment this guy's running. I just don't believe it. And the guy replied, look at this, he got ratioed. Brendan got ratioed, bro. Brendan got ratioed in his own comments, man. Don't rebut. First of all, he bit. This person's definitely not being sincere. Looking lean, brother. What's new? Diet/program. Brendan replies, lots of running, keeping up with the kiddos, good protein, peptides from where that place was. Another guy comes in from the top rope, another random guy. You mean Ozempic? Brendan replies back, laughing face emoji. That's when you know somebody's, by the way, when you know somebody is feeling the burn, when you know their feelings are hurt, this is what they use at the beginning of the reply. Laughing face emoji to act like they're not bothered. Bro, you're bothered. You're already typing. That's already too much. Ozempic makes you jacked? So Brendan thinks he's jacked. Yo, you've always had like a built stature. Doesn't mean you're working out for it. Come on, Brendan, bro. Ozempic makes you jacked. News to me, but a ton of soy boys see a dude in shape and chalk it up as Ozempic because you. I love how, by the way, I also love how Ozempic and Brendan's phone is auto. You know, the first letter of Ozempic is capitalized. I love that. I love that, because that must mean he must be saying Ozempic quite often on his phone. He must be saying the word Ozempic quite often on his phone, and that was being capitalized. Probably, you know, upping the prescription, contacting the fucking doctors. Hey, can I get more Ozempic, please? I love it. It's capitalized. I love it. The O in Ozempic is capitalized. But a ton of soy boys. Ozempic, because what's that? Oh, sorry. Let me read that again. But a ton of soy boys see a dude in shape and chalk it up to Ozempic because you can't get your shit together. LOL, I get it. This is projection. This is pure projection. You're the one that took Ozempic because you couldn't get your shit together. We've all watched Brendan's content for too long. We know how much he struggled with his weight. He always has. He always says he's on a strict diet, and then the next 2 days you see him filming Truck Food Diaries or Food Truck Diaries, whatever that fucking shitty show was. You know, filling his face with some cheesy fries. I get it. Cheesy fries are nice. Burgers are fucking delicious too, especially if it's all in the company dollar and you're getting all your money back and there's a tax write-off. Great. But we know how much he struggled with his weight. We know how much he can't resist a fucking cupcake or a donut and shit. His entire brand, Thick Boy, is based around his love of food and his inability to like keep his hands away from eating nice stuff. In the UFC, for fuck's sake, he was never in this good of shape in the UFC. Even in the UFC, he was a little bit chubby. He never looked completely jacked or ripped or slim as he has now. But now you want to tell me all of a sudden he's figured out how to run and exercise and diet properly? I don't believe it. And it happened to coincide at the same time Ozempic comes around. Come on, man. And actually, didn't his wife sort of blow his spot up? Didn't his wife post that picture of him getting some Ozempic shots? Or am I bugging? I think, no, it might have been an IV, but it looked like some doctor came to their house and was administering something to him. So he's definitely on Ozempic. I think he was on it before. Now he's not on it, and now he's trying to act like he was never on it because he's working out now. But no, you were on it before. You got the gains. Let's not lie. Another guy, the guy comes back again and ratios Brendan again. Look at that, 86 likes. He ratios Brendan once more. I wouldn't call you jacked by any means. Skinny and Ozempic. Looking for sure though. Brendan replies back and says, ask your girl. Brendan, you're 45 years old, bro. Ask your girl. Ask your girl. Another one. Does he reply back? You seem like you want to get... Hold on, let's see. Does the guy reply back to him? What's his name? Is it Morgan? Yeah, Morgan. Let's see if... Does Morgan reply back? Oh, look at this person. Look at this person. Big up Joe Rogan's store. You're the last person to call someone a soy boy. Bruh, you got lip fillers. Take Ozempic. Take selfies sipping on pink drinks at Starbucks. You wear white girl brunch hats. Have thin skin. Did gigs for E. What's E? Oh yeah, did gigs for E, the television show LMFAO. Settle down, Brendan. Oh wait, I forgot. Your new persona is the manly man gearhead that knows nothing about vehicles. You're fruitier than a lib with a white Tesla. Ouch. Joe Rogan's stall. Fucking hell. One more time. You're the last person to call someone a soy boy. Bruh, you got your lip fillers. Bruh, you got lip fillers. Take Ozempic. Take selfie sipping pink drinks from Starbucks. Wear the white girl brunch hats. Have thin skin. Did gigs for LMFAO. Settle down, Brenda. Oh wait, I forgot. Your new persona is the manly quote-unquote gearhead that knows nothing about vehicles. You're fruitier than a lib with a white Tesla. Fucking hell. My favorite line out of all of this has to be the fucking you wear white girl brunch hats. That has to be one of my best. That's a good insult. That's fucking very, you know exactly what he means too, by the way. Let's do Brendan. Sure. Let's do is it Soy Boy? I think it's Soy Boy. That's the first picture that comes up, right? Because that Soy Boy picture is fucking iconic. I remember when the TFATK subreddit, big up the subreddit, TFATK subreddit, they were able to do a thing where, like, if you typed in Soy Boy, the first picture that will come up will be Brendan. I don't know how they did it, but I think it was, maybe it's a way you do a search or something. That was so fucking funny, man. The first picture ever that would come up, you see, will be Brendan. So, yeah, that's the one. That's the fucking Soy Boy picture right there. That's the fucking Soy Boy. Look at that Soy Boy picture. Look at that. Look how good that is. Look at that Soy Boy picture, right? Fucking brilliant. But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of was it Christian Girl 4? Christian Girl Autumn. That's what it reminds me of, those hats. So it's either a white girl brunch hat or a Christian Girl 4 hat, you know? Look, yeah, see, there we go. Christian Girl 4 hat. That's what I would have said if that was me. Maybe I would have figured out a way to say that. That's the same hat Brendan has. Oh my god, bro. You wear white girl brunch hats, you know? That's fucking incredible. I don't think, you know what? Controversial opinion. I don't think Brendan knows what soy boy actually means. Like, in its truest definition. I don't think he views himself as a soy boy. He probably thinks he's being a fashionista here. He probably thinks, when he thinks of soy boys, I think that's his way of calling somebody gay. But he can't say gay because he's afraid of getting cancelled. So he says soy boy instead, you know? He thinks soy boy means being gay. He means, you know what I mean? He thinks that's an insult. But I don't think he understands that he's the personification of a soy boy the way he acts as well. He could be a fuckboy too. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. I don't think he really understands the definition of it. Actually, let's actually look that up. Meaning of soy boy. Soy boy meaning. Soy boy is a pejorative term. You can say that again. Soy boy is a pejorative term sometimes used in online communities to describe men perceived to be lacking in masculine characteristics. That perfectly describes Brendan, isn't it? Perfectly. Let's continue with the fucking demolishing. Jesus Christ, Joe Rogan still destroyed him. Did he reply back, Brendan? Let's see. Did Brendan reply back? Yeah, he did. He replied back. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't reply back. Ask your girl. No reply back from him. He didn't reply back, actually, unfortunately. Man, I went in to reply back badly. No reply back. What the other people saying? You're not jacked at all, LMFAO. Talking about reverse body dysmorphia, Baba. I did, and now she wants to DM you. Don't worry. Don't worry, she's a baddie. Who loves addies? Brendan, you had a muffin top when you were in the UFC. Let's be real, dude. That's a very true statement, exactly. Brendan, the UFC didn't look that jacked. He's not gonna be that jacked suddenly by himself. So yeah, Brendan getting dunked on about his fucking you know, fake losing of weight. Absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed, man. That was fucking brilliant. I fucking enjoyed that one. Wow. That guy absolutely destroyed him. I felt kind of bad for Brendan, man. The ratio as well is fucking crazy. All those girls' names are actually, it's because soy is estrogenic. What you guys saying here? Gay also means happy in the English dictionary. Yep, exactly. Game bread, exactly. But yeah, that was fucking amazing, man. Brendan got fucking destroyed there. I feel kind of bad for him. Did he reply back? No, he didn't reply back actually. Nothing more said there. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. That's it so far. That's it so far. So let's go into the video. Let's watch the video. What did he say in the video? I've actually got it downloaded here. So let's see the video. Let's see what he actually said in the video itself, because I'm curious to see what Brenda's fucking yapping about in this fucking video. Let's see it for a minute. Bear me a second while I get to load on here. I think it's snapping, so there you go. Got it available. Let's see what Brendan says here. He's standing outside of his fucking Humvee, and then we'll move to watching TFATK. Alright? Cool. Let's go. Let's see what this guy's saying. Top off as well. Feeling himself, innit? Look at Brenda.
What's up, fam? Out here in the streets doing the Lord's work on this Humvee. It is so goddamn hot. Anyway, we're getting a million questions. When will the winner be selected for the Raptor R Killer?
Why does he look so unenthusiastic about giving away the truck? Why does he look so pissed off and tired about it? Like, shouldn't you be excited about giving away this truck you work so hard on? You got all these brilliant companies to sponsor you for and send all this free gear and work on it for free and all this nonsense. You basically fleeced them, to be fair, innit? Like, because Brendan definitely got the most out of this deal. If this thing is legit, Brendan got more out of it than the garages and the car company. Like, I would love to know from these car garages and these manufacturers and stuff and these mod shops, I'd love to know from them how many referrals did they get from Brendan. By the way, there's no referral code, isn't it? I don't think there's any referral code. There's no call to action really. There's no there's no main Instagram account to check up on. So I wonder how these companies he's working with are tracking the impact of this collaboration with Brendan and Drive Fast or Gas. Like, how many actual customers have they had come through and say, hey, I saw you guys do some work for Brendan. I want to also do some work with you guys.
It's soon. It's super soon. We have to use a third-party source. A law firm selects the winner.
I love how none of this detail was made clear before. That's how you know this is a scam. He never explained the delay in the announcement. He made it seem as if when it ends, you're gonna hear about it the next day. He never said all this stuff about lawyers. We have to wait for third. Like, he never was clear about how long it would take. He just made it seem like, hey, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. And now you're talking about law firms. It's a raffle, mate. It's a raffle. Really? Law firms? This sounds like him saying to Bobby Lee and shit, he's got monster lawyers. Remember when that whole drama went down with Kalila? Got monster lawyers.
So they go through everything, make sure there's no funny business. So my brother can't win. The baseball dads can't win. Anybody who has connection to me can't win. Thank God Brian Callen can't win.
Bruh, man, look at the friends he has. Look at the people he's naming as friends. Baseball dads, who he probably looks down on, and fucking his brother, Brian Callen. Those are his only friends, you know. So if his kid didn't play baseball, he'd have no adult friends to hang out with, because now he doesn't do comedy. And a lot of the people that he met were doing comedy, and obviously when he was liked as well. So now he's not liked in comedy. A lot of those people don't hang out with him anyway. So the only friends he has are his kids' dads, or his kids' friends' dads, and whatever fake community he's finding with he hasn't even found a community with the gearheads. Have you noticed this, by the way? I noticed that the gearhead or car YouTube community seems pretty cool, but they haven't embraced Brendan much. Even though he's got all the money and he's got some level of fame, they haven't really embraced him into their inner circle. He's still kind of on the outside by himself.
Doesn't know what he would do with that thing. So they said 5 to 7 business days. It's out of my hands. They'll select 5 to 7 business days. It ended on 31st. Then we had a holiday on Monday. So you're talking about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get the weekend, Monday, Tuesday. So early next week.
Jesus Christ, man. This is already feeling scammy. Look at the delays. He never mentioned any of these delays when you bought your fucking shirt. He just said buy your shirt and we'll announce it and you'll get it. Look at these delays, man. I fucking love this. It's so funny.
Next week, the winner will be notified, and good luck to everybody. Can't thank you guys enough. We're already starting.
I'll be so shocked if he gets another one. Maybe he'll just do it out of pride. Maybe he'll just brute force his way and just buy another truck and then just give it away just for pride, just to like prove people wrong. But I can't understand how he has the money to afford a second giveaway. It just doesn't make any sense.
On the next giveaway, this thing's even more crazy, so we'll have some news for you soon. But whoever wins this truck, I will see you soon.
Look at his little soy boy face. Look at Baba soy. Look at his little soy boy face. Oh, bless this guy, man. I just don't know why he bothers, man. This just seems like so much hassle for nothing. Like, what's the gain from this, really? Can't you be a car guy or a gearhead without like doing all this like fake engagement bait shit? Like, just be a gearhead, mod your cars. Like, I swear it would have been far. I wonder why he didn't just do like he bought this like old army standard Hummer at the back, right? Why not just buy that Hummer and document the process? That might be fun for YouTube. I'm sure he's not the only person to do it, but surely buying a militarized Hummer and then, you know, trying to mod it up would be a far better YouTube video than, you know, this fake giveaway shit. That probably might be pretty cool. Make content around that, put it up on fucking YouTube, make a TikTok out of it and shit. That might actually work way better than this giveaway thing. That's now going to be announced next Tuesday or something. Like, come on, man. Come on. Really? Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, honestly, I swear to God, he's so funny. What a funny guy. What's that, Jack Dundee Jr.? He struggled to count to 5. Really? Let's see. I didn't see that bit. He struggled to count to 5.
Friday, you get the weekend. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you get the weekend. Monday, Tuesday. So early next week.
He couldn't count 5 days from Monday. Is that what you're trying to say? He couldn't count 5 days from Monday. Hold on.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We had a holiday on Monday, so you're talking about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get the weekend.
That weekend fucked him up, innit? That weekend fucked him up because it added 2 more days. Okay, how much is 2 more days onto 3, onto 4? He was struggling. I didn't even notice that. Big up Jack Dundee Jr. I didn't notice that at all.
You're talking about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get the weekend. Monday, Tuesday. So early next week. The winner will be notified. And good luck to everybody. Can't thank you guys enough. We're already starting on the next giveaway. This thing's even more crazy. So we'll have some news for you soon. But whoever wins this truck, I will see you soon.
The LA tattoo as well. Look at it. Yo, LA 2.0. Is that to do with the Comedy Store? Look at that tattoo on his chest. Is that like a Comedy Store thing? Was that him trying to be the next Rogan? LA 2.0. Brendan, man. I want to get tattooed on my chest, LA 2.0. People know that I'm the real LA. LA 2.0 on the chest. But let's see. Let's fucking see. Let's keep going on this. Sorry about this. Honestly, he thought he was gonna take over LA, innit? He's gonna be the one. Rogan was gonna hand him the baton, right? He's gonna be the new king of the Comedy Store, the new king of the Laugh Factory, alright? The new king of LA. When Rogan goes away, it's my time to step in. Like, honestly, man, what a fucking weird dude, man. Isn't he from like Denver, Colorado as well? He's not even from LA. He moved there to pursue his dreams, and now he's completely like stealing, you know, making LA his entire identity. It's fucking insane. But I don't blame him, to be fair. I don't blame him. Let's be fair. LA did make his dreams come true. I mean, LA made him a multi-millionaire. LA allowed him to meet his wife, you know, start a family, buy the car of his dreams. Man, I mean, a lot of good things have happened because he lives in LA, and obviously with the Rogan thing. I'm actually surprised he doesn't have a Rogan tattoo somewhere. I'm sure he does have one that symbolizes Rogan, but I'm surprised he doesn't have like something like maybe like a thumb, you know, on his butt cheek or something, or, you know, JRE, or like, you know, or something. You know, it's entirely, or like the phrase, it's entirely possible somewhere on his back or something. I'm surprised he doesn't have some sort of like JRE. Oh my god, you know, Joe Rogan changed my life tattoo on his body. I'm surprised. But yeah, big up, Papa. No one's gonna get that truck. Or maybe someone will. Maybe because he knows everyone's saying it's a scam, he's gonna go out of his way to try to disprove it. That might be the case, right? So don't be shocked if you see that happening as well. That could also be happening. So let's see, man. Let's fucking see. But that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. But topless out here working on this truck, trying to convince you that he's that guy. So that's what he's doing over there. Let's actually check something else. I want to see what's he saying on his Instagram. I did check his Instagram stories, and then we'll move on to do a bit of TFATK. What's his Instagram story saying actually? What's his Instagram story saying? Anything on there? Okay, you got fucking Brian Callen there walking through. What else you got there? Brendan Shaw. What? With the rise of self-driving vehicles, it's only so now people are sending Brendan all this like anti-truck, anti-electric car memes and shit. With the rise of self-driving vehicles, it's only a matter of time until this country song where the guy truck leaves him. Honestly, man, this identity these guys have. Okay, cool. More of a shots, but yeah, nothing there. Let's see Brian Callen's Instagram. Anything going on there? No updates. No nothing from Brian Callen. Anything? No updates. No nothing. Zero updates from Brian Callen. Not even updates about the fucking podcast. Nice. How about Sainaz? What's Sainaz saying? Any updates from Sainaz? Let's see what Sainaz is doing. Oh, we've got a video from Sainaz. For those of you who are fans of Sainaz, we have a video from Big Snaz. What's Big Snaz doing here? She's talking about football. Okay, cool. Men don't know much about football, but let's hear what Big Snaz has to say about football. What's she saying here about football? Bear me a second, it loads. Big up Chris Rizze in the chat as well. I'll see you. What's she saying here?
Happy official Thursday night football of the year, guys. We got the Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, I don't care about that. You're not going to be telling me about the fucking thing. Allow it, please. She looks so much like Joanna, innit? Honestly, she looks so much like Joanna. Like, definitely Brendan's type for sure. She's like a American version of, sorry, a Persian version of fucking Joanna. Let's see what she's saying on her stories. What do we have here? She's at some event here with a dude. Cool. Okay, what's this? A comedy show. What comedy show does she go to? Who'd she go see? She's there with her girlies making noises. We don't care. Who is it? Oh, it's a band. What band is this? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Let's continue. Jesus, she's hugging all of. I wish my computer wasn't so slow so you could see what was going on here, but my computer's too slow, unfortunately, so you can't see. More band shit. I don't know what band is it. Funkadelic. Is it Funkadelic? Pics with the Hollywood Palladium. More guys with the pics with the guys. What's that Assad? AZ skipped the pic with the dude because he's heartbroken. Nah, come on, man. I don't give a fuck about saying things like that, to be fair. Not for me. Not for me in the slightest. But I know some of you guys in the stream chat are fans of her. That's why I'm playing this shit, but I don't really give a fuck about it like that. Not gonna lie. Coca-Cola. Thursday football shit. Okay, cool. Whatever. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. What's Chin saying before we move on to TFATK? Bear with me a second, guys. I know this is boring, but let's just go through this one more time. Then we'll go on to Chin. Let's see what's happening with Chin here on his Instagram. Any updates? No stories. No new. Oh yeah, we got a new post from Chin. Actually, we do have a new post from Chin. We do actually have a new post from Chin. Actually, I think I might have that saved. Let's actually watch that on the thingamajig on TFATK. Sorry, I think I might have that saved actually. But let's see what Chin is saying. Bear with me a second. And we'll get up the Chin video. I think somebody already uploaded it. Yep, there you go. There you go. There's Chin. There's Chin's video right here. Let's see what Chin's saying. Oh, Uche saying Funkadelic is George Clinton. Oh yeah, I've heard of George Clinton. I know who George Clinton is. The Funkadelic wrote, "Who's got the funk? Who got the funk? Who's got the funk?" But yeah, big up Uche for the info there. AZ playing Sean Kingston Beautiful Girls when he peep her Insta on the free time. I'd never check her Insta on the free time, to be fair. Not really my jam. Not gonna lie. Let's not play the music because the music is gonna get me copyright strike. So let's take off the music. Let's go here. Let's see what he's saying. What is this? This is the video from Chin's fucking Instagram. Don't eat watermelon and smoke cigarettes. So this is Chin eating some watermelon, I guess, there in the forest somewhere. He grabs a cigarette, he smokes it, and he pulls out his strap and he shoots something. I don't know what he's shooting. How old is this guy? Isn't he like 40 something? Or how old? Chin's actually older than Brendan, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I think Chin might be 45. I think Brendan's like 42. So he's actually older than Brendan. Yeah, that's like a literal child. Wow. Maybe it's fun to people. Maybe it's fun. I don't know. He doesn't look like a child, by the way, innit? His face shows all his age. Maybe his body doesn't, but his face definitely shows his age. He looks every bit of fucking 45, innit? Fucking hell. Jesus. But yeah, I think Chin is 45 and I think Brendan's 42, so he's actually older than Brendan. But he acts like Brendan's he's like older brother or something, you know? He's very differential to him. But I think that's just the Asian respect thing. He kind of bows to Brendan and Brian a bit, right? Looks at them as like fucking, you know, looks at them as like uncles when he's actually their uncle, really. But yeah, big up Chin. What a weirdo, man. What a weirdo. What a fucking weirdo. Chin so wishes he was white. Yeah, for sure. It's just a strange dude, isn't it? I don't get the point. Maybe the point of the video we'll find out later. Maybe it'll be in a vlog. Maybe to give him some credit. Maybe the point of this video will be in a vlog. Maybe we'll find out what the point of this video was via a vlog. We have to wait until the vlog gets published, but maybe that's what the point is. Maybe we'll find out via the vlog. There's a cigarette, he smokes it, and then he shoots something. He got a rack, of course he did. If there's one thing Chin does to do is forget things. Chin always forgets things. He forgets plates, he forgets cups, he forgets bowls, he forgets, you know, everything. Particular breads, particular sauces, condiments, he always forgets things. 6 rounds to hit a watermelon. So he's got that he's got that gun that he keeps a blicky with him all the time, and he can't hit a watermelon from that distance. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, finally hit it.
Okay, man. Okay. There we have it. There's fucking Chin. There is fucking Chin. Doing what Chin does best. But yeah. Exactly. Papa is Master San. Big up King Bayo. Papa is Master San to Chin. Exactly. Master San. That's hilarious. Big up King Bayo. Oh my god, exactly. It was almost so cool and you just forgot. Yeah, that's a good point, Nick. If you just would have racked the gun properly, it would have been a pretty cool video from the beginning, innit? Right? You pull up to the video, you walk in, grab a bit of watermelon, you munch that shit, chuck it away, grab a cigarette, you puff it, and then you shoot. But he didn't shoot straight away, of course. Classic Chin. Classic fucking Chin. Oh so close, but oh so far. Oh so close, but oh so far. Cool, let's continue on. Let's do a video. Let's do Ari Shaffir calls out Brendan and Chris D'Elia. Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia. Sorry, this is from that channel XLP. Let's play this and then we're going to play the new TFATK. Do a little watch along with that one, yeah? Because it just dropped recently. So let's do this one. Let's do Ari Shaffir calls out Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia. I haven't seen this just yet. Let's see what this is saying. I like Ari Shaffir. He can sometimes be a bit of a savage, but I like him. Let's see what he's saying here.
Oh yeah, the LA scene especially. LA is just the most garbage people. I don't know how much time you spent out there.
Some.
No backbone.
I was there for 3 days. And I'm not religious. I was like, these people need God.
Yeah, and they just can't wait to sell out a friend to protect an idea of their place in the world. The way they react to Chris D'Elia, Brian Callen, anyone who gets into any trouble, they're just like, sacrifice. I gotta save myself. No one's even coming after them.
Exactly.
You know, they're like, well, people are asking, but I'm like, who? Strangers are asking? What are you talking about? You Yeah, and those guys even sell out each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. Immediately, not just say, hey, fuck off, that's my friend, without even calling them. That's what I saw in LA. People without even calling their friend because they're too busy getting plastic surgery. It was like, let me sell them out real quick.
You know, we haven't.
Wow. Honestly, the poetry of this, isn't it? The absolute poetry of Brian Callen going to get his lids done the same day that fucking Chris D'Elia gets cancelled for being into underage girls, allegedly. And then he has to record a pod the same day to address the allegations. And then in addressing the allegations, he completely dismisses Chris D'Elia and his involvement with him. Honestly, so fucking amazing. I loved everything about it. The thing about it, the selling out thing, maybe it's because, you know, I'm becoming a little bit more of a maturer person, but I don't really have a problem with people deciding to, you know, prioritize their career over defending their quote-unquote friends in Hollywood. Like if somebody gets cancelled for something egregious, like I shouldn't have to defend you and stand by you if you're legitimately a pedophile or you like to message underage or barely legal girls. I shouldn't have to go out there and be like your fucking protector and speak highly of you because I'm your friend. Like, you're the one that did that fucked up shit. You answer for it. If somebody asks me, I'll say I don't fucking know you. But I think the older that I've got, I think I realize that a lot of these guys, they spend a long time building their career. They spend a long time going to auditions, trying to fucking scrape and fight for whatever they have. To basically throw it all away for somebody else is pretty idiotic, because you have people to look after, you have yourself to look after, you have a career that you've worked hard for. You shouldn't be expected to throw it all away in defending somebody from something that people are cancelling them from, right? So I think I don't mind it, honestly. If it was me, I'd be pissed, but I don't mind it when people like throw people under the bus and say, you know what, I don't know this person, we never went on tour together, whatever. The thing that was disgusting about the Chris D'Elia and Brian Callen thing, a lot of the people that threw them under the bus don't have a Hollywood career to speak of, with the exception of Whitney Cummings. Most of these people aren't even in Hollywood. Most of their earnings, most of their fame comes from podcasts, and they control it. They control their podcast 100%. They make all the money, they take all the money. So no one's going to cancel you for defending your friend because you have your own podcast. You can't get cancelled. So if ever there was a time to be brave and to have some sort of courage and to have a backbone, it would be then, because now your friends are under fire and now you can show everybody how much you're against cancel culture, how much you're against deplatforming, how much you're against Me Too, how much you're against fucking, you know, no evidence culture, whatever you want to, whatever you're rallying against, you know, in the culture war stuff. That was the moment they should have proved it, but none of them proved it, including Rogan, by the way, because Ari Shaffir is like dissing Brian and Brendan and Chris D'Elia and Whitney Cummings and a few other people. I know he's dissing them, but he should also diss Rogan. Rogan also didn't really stand up for the things he kind of is really about. He didn't really stand up for it. He says he's anti-cancel culture, hates all that shit. He's always talking about how, you know, it goes too far, all this malarkey, and then his best friend gets cancelled for a fucking 30-year-old, maybe more, rape allegation. Does fucking Rogan stand up for him and say, oh, he didn't do it, or get him on the show and help him defend himself? No. Rogan for like a year straight pretended Brian Callen didn't exist. He never uttered his name. He'd always kind of pretend he didn't know who that was. Like, come on, man. A lot of those guys are full of shit. A lot of them are full of shit.
It's important to say we haven't spoken to Chris.
No.
And we've never been on the road with him. I was on the road with him about 14 years ago once when he was just beginning, but I've never been on the road with him. So I don't know. I don't know what to think, and I don't know. And that's what's so frustrating.
You know what's really funny too? None of us believed it, right? We all knew they knew. It's like such a weird defense, because part of their whole brand was how close they were. That was part of the shtick. That was part of the reason why you liked them, because of their comedic, chemistry that they both have, Brendan and Chris D'Elia. So when Brian came out with this stuff, it was like, bro, no one believes you. Like, we all know you're friends. If anything, you probably saw all the stuff that he's been accused of because you were with him all the time. So like, the lying about you don't know. Yes, you do know. That's probably why you're panicking and you're flailing.
I'm just sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
So anyway.
Instead of going, hey, fuck you.
And to be fair too, now looking back at it, we all know that they weren't really crying for Chris D'Elia. they were really crying because they knew it was the end. That was the beginning of the end of their like prominence in the comedy podcasting world, because now no one really talks about them. No one goes on their shows. Brendan's basically excommunicated because of how he went at, you know, Bobby Lee. So is Brian Callen. So I think they knew at that moment, like, things were about to change forever, you know, forever. It was never going to be the same again. And I think that was them kind of realizing in real time, oh shit, like, we've lost our cash cow. We've lost a friend. We've lost our status. We've lost our position. We've lost our influence, you know. Things are never going to be the same again, man. They weren't.
No, he didn't do that. It's an easy one to do. And if you're found out wrong, you just go, okay, well, I found out more. But they're so worried.
Nah, you don't do that as well. Ari's being a bit over the top as well. You don't go out and defend your friend and say, oh, he didn't do that for some serious allegation. Why not just not say anything? Why not, you know, do your own research? Why not call your friend first? Why not refuse to comment? And then when you've got more information, then you can come out and say, after looking at the information, I've come to the conclusion that most likely my friend didn't do what they're accused of. I'm going to stand by them because my friend. Or go the other way. But you don't say, I believe my friend, and then when more evidence comes out and says that they did it, oh well, now I know more information. Nah. Not when it involves like PDF shit. That's a bit too heavy of an accusation for you just to blindly defend your friend because they're your friend. No. No one gets a benefit of the doubt with PDF allegations. I'm sorry.
So yesterday, Ari Shaffir went on the Trigonometry podcast, and I'm sure these guys are fine, but have you ever heard a cornier name for a show? Not like I'm any good at naming things, but Trigonometry, I mean, come on. As you can see in the intro, he went off on Callen and the rest of the LA comics for how completely fake their friendships are, and how they're willing to just throw each other under the bus without even reaching out first. But if that was the only interesting thing he brought up, I wouldn't be making this video. He actually calls out a lot more people throughout the course of this podcast. Like this one towards the end, where he exposes Kim Congdon for reporting someone to the police for hate speech just for saying build that wall.
Hold on, Kim Congdon, the one that everyone likes, the one that used to go out with Luis J. Gomez, the Latina one. She called the police. No way.
And I've seen people misreport hate crimes. We were outside the, well, no, I heard about this, the Comedy Store after Trump got elected. And Kim Congdon and a bunch of other people, and they're feeling excitable because of Trump. And they're all standing around, and somebody yells, like, you go build that wall, as they're driving by. And she's like, what the fuck? And got really mad. And everybody else like, Kim, I don't think they're
comedian.
I don't think they're talking to you or really, or like mad like that. And she goes, no, that's fucking hate. And they were like, you sure it's not because we're outside the Comedy Store and they're making a joke? She's like, no fucking way. And the one was like, that was a black guy in the car. Like I saw the black guy yelling it out. I think he was making a joke. Also, there's only one a bit Latino woman in here and we're all just white and black. It just doesn't hold up, but she felt the fucking racism. So that's a reported hate crime.
Jesus Christ.
Just 3 weeks ago.
Jesus Christ. Yo, Kim Congdon, she sounds like a fucking nightmare, innit? She sounds like a fucking nightmare. No surprise though, innit, to be fair. No surprise. Just looking at her, you know she's a fucking nightmare. And that voice, her and the friend that did that pod together, I think they've been on Rogan as well before. Oof. You've got that's an acquired taste, boy, but Jesus Christ, a comedian calling the police over a joke. Could you imagine? God almighty. They're lucky they're not that relevant in terms of like, you know, comedy podcast, reaction channel shit. No one really gonna give a shit about them, but if they did, man, she'd be getting flamed because of this. What a weird thing to do. She's up there with fucking Bert Kreischer with her Karen behavior, Kim.
Kim Congdon uploaded a clip complaining about how cancel culture is ruining comedy, but she's out here reporting regular people to the police for repeating one of the campaign slogans for the man who just won the presidency.
Cancel culture has done great damage.
Oh, look, Sam Tripoli, boo.
To comedy. Like that's
the king of multivitamins on the screen. The king of multivitamins. Look at him. All those multivitamins just surging through his veins.
Comedy is now. It's
the healthiest man you've ever seen in your entire life, you know? Just protein powder. That's all it is. It's just protein powder, babes.
Like,
I promise, it's just protein powder.
tell me, like, what I hear, what I relate to.
They came and they want to hear specific things instead of just coming and hearing something they may have never heard or thought of before.
Yeah.
Can I be offensive tonight? Is that cool? Oh, thank God. Because let me tell you, I'm sick of the comedy crowds that get offended. It's crazy. I've been doing this for like 9
I'm sorry, but if I go see you perform stand-up comedy and I'm sitting down and you start talking about cancel culture, I swear I might be tempted to throw a fucking pint glass at your head. I pay to watch you tell jokes or tell jokes. Or watch you tell jokes. And you get on stage and start doing like podcast topics. Really? No. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna fling a glass at your head.
years, and I've noticed that it's getting worse and worse.
I know that people can have a change of heart, but I'm more prone to believe that this is a grift, and she can just sense where the wind's blowing. Ari also just...
Big up Chris Mack. I told you guys I walked past Triple in a crosswalk in Vegas last year. He was muttering to himself, right? No, but that sounds very, very, very much like something Sam Tripoli would do after picking up some multivitamins. That's definitely something Sam Tripoli would do. Why is the camera keep going out? What's wrong with the camera? Why does the camera keep going out? Cool. Are we back? Okay, we're back now. Cool.
Discusses something that I've talked about in the last couple of my videos, the traditional cycle of a career in podcasting and comedy, and how money and success becomes a force of entropy, detaching you from your work and your audience, leading to an increasingly inferior product by the day.
I don't understand why comedians are worried about this kind of what's happening online, because the reality is no one really watches what the mainstream creates anymore.
No,
There's
right.
one or two things, but mostly no.
Yeah.
And the power...
I thought he was going to say, the reality is no one really watches comedy specials anyway. So you're only really talking to or communicating with a small audience. Like, who's really been outraged about what you say? You know, it doesn't really exist. I thought that's what he's going to say. Like, the outrage culture doesn't actually exist. Most people don't watch comedy specials.
is with the creator.
Yeah, it's weird. It's money, I think. So they had a lot of people just broke for a long time, barely making ends meet, day jobs, temp jobs, you know, or barely getting by with comedy, you know, making 35 grand a year. And then like money came into it. And now that they don't have 32 grand, they make $3.2 million a year. They're like, well, I can't afford to lose 100 grand on a sponsor. It's nuts, but that's what happens to everybody, I guess. It's money, I think. Yeah, I don't know. These comics, they get weak. I see it. It's a worrisome thing. You got to look at where other comics dropped off and avoid it. And I think what most of the rich ones get is they stop. There's exceptions, obviously. The political comics are just as angry about politics, no matter how rich they get. The ones that are heartbroken.
You're going to be talking about Rogan here a little bit. Let's see.
They get just as angry about heartbreak. You know, they just got to self-motivate. But a lot of them just like, they stop going up every day. They're not daily comics. You know, they just get ready for specials. And they're just not as good. You see it. They're not as good.
That might be true, you know. That might be another thing we've never really analyzed or spoken about. Maybe, because we always say, and I agree with it too, podcasting has killed stand-up. But maybe the truth is a lot of these guys actually don't get up as much as they say they do. That's part of their stick in it. Sets and reps. I'm up all the time. I'm performing here, I'm performing there. But maybe the truth about it is they don't really go up as much as they say they do. And when they do, they're performing old material. They're not trying to like hone whatever material they need to record a special or trying out new jokes. They're just going on there performing the hits. They're just doing what Bobby Lee does, right? Where he just doesn't write new jokes, he just performs the hits. So maybe that's what they're actually doing. Maybe that's what we're seeing on stage. We're seeing a combination of podcasting taking up all their time and all their energy and all their creative fucking juices, and then they're also not doing comedy as much as they say they do. Hence why when we see the specials, we get mediocre products. Maybe that might be the reason.
Seems to be obviously referencing people like Schultz and Segura, who have reached their peaks and have been trending downwards over the last year. He also brings up an American social climber comedian who nobody can stand at all, and the other guys on the show know exactly who he's talking about, right? But I honestly have no idea who they're referring to.
But that's LA. It's always been like that.
Sounds like the Edinburgh Festival.
Yeah.
What?
Sounds like the Edinburgh Festival.
A bit. Yo, you can see a lot of that climbing at Edinburgh. For sure. And then you see some of the Americans. Not all. I've seen one or two climber Americans.
What's wrong with my thing?
We're probably thinking of the same person, but like,
yeah, I think we all know.
yeah, but like,
If you guys have any ideas who they're talking about, let me know down in the comments. Ari also mentions how Joe took a couple of years to have Shane on the podcast after he was canceled from SNL, and how it was actually the Legion of Skanks who lifted him up after he was fired.
Yeah, that gets snatched away from him because of something he said on a podcast, blah, 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 blah. And then it's almost the way I think
Yeah, who do you think he's talking about? Social climber comedian. Sorry, my camera went a bit crazy there. Who do you think the social climber comedian is? Matt Rife? Could it be Matt Rife? I don't know. It seems a bit easy to talk about Matt Rife like that, though, isn't it? I just see what Eli. I just saw what Eli Winslow wrote. I'm off the ketamine, and then I just went dark, and then yeah, okay, cool. Big up Eli Winslow. Enjoy the ketamine, my friend. Chris Mack, I'd watched a couple of live streams from Trigonometry a couple of years back. They weren't bad before Ukraine was invaded, and they made jokes, but now it's just yeah. I'm not. To be fair, as XLP said, I saw the name. I saw some clips of them online, but the name, I'm just not watching it. I'm not watching anything under a channel called Trigonometry. I'm sorry. I don't care about the culture war that much. It's that Tim Pool stuff. I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna sit there and hear him fucking complain about some politic things for like an hour plus. Like I'm okay. I've got better things to do in my time. I hope so anyway. I don't think it's Matt Rife. It's a social climber. Not LOL climb off him. Yeah, maybe Matt Rife. I don't know. Is it Bert? Who knows? Who knows who it is? Who knows? Joe List? Joe List? Like, it can't be Joe List. It can't be Joe List. Joe List is not a social climber.
And it's interesting is the comedy industry, and from what I could see from the outside, and you may have a better perspective, like circled the wagons around him.
Yeah.
Rogan helped him out. Other people helped him out. Made sure that he was getting attention, and then his talent kind of shone
Rogan
through.
took a couple years with Rogan.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, it was a couple years later that he was on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to know why, though. Do you remember that? Rogan went out of his way not to have Shane Gillis on for a while. He kind of iced him. I wonder why. I wonder, is it because you think Rogan heard? Because I remember Shane was very open and very brazen when he kept saying, I remember when he first got fired from SNL, he kept saying, Rogan's going to have me on, then my career will be back up and running again. He kind of be saying it like, not so much tongue in cheek. And maybe Rogan heard that and kind of took offense to it. But Rogan took a while to have Shane on the show. I remember there were times where he was treating Shane Gillis like Louis J. Gomez. Every time his name would come up, he'd just like, pretend he didn't hear it. And just go over it and continue on. I'm not too sure why. It took a while to like Shane, and now he loves fucking Shane. Now he fucking loves Shane. But before, he never really had him on. I wonder why.
But nonetheless, I guess.
But once he discovered him, he's like, this guy's great. Well, it had nothing to do with what happened at SNL.
Oh, okay.
It had nothing to do with that.
Interesting.
Like people say, I like your sketches. They're funny.
So that was misreading from me. But I guess what I feel is.
I wonder what happened. Something did happen, though. I wonder.
People didn't throw him in the trash can.
No, and also they felt like, hey, he's one of ours. He's getting unfairly taken down. And like the Legion of Skanks type of crowd was like, no, fuck that. That's so shitty.
It really shows how honest Ari is, that he's not willing to go along with this portrayal of Joe as the savior of canceled comedians. Yeah, exactly. I don't think many other people in the Rogan sphere would bring up the fact that he didn't have Shane on the podcast immediately when people were trying to ruin his career. How many comedians have you heard suck off Joe for his never-ending contributions to the comedy community? We get it. He has you guys on his podcast. A lot of people listen to it. He built his own comedy club. He's really the godfather of podcasting. No matter what you think of Ari, you have to admit he has much less of a filter than your average comedian, and seems a lot less concerned about making sure his comedian friends are always happy with him. Yeah, just a quick update video for you guys today.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Shane still did benefit from the Rogan bump, though. The Rogan bump did help. Even though it came 2 years late, it still helped. Let's not lie. You know what I mean? Let's not pretend and say it didn't help. It did help. It did help. Like, let's not pretend. It should have came a little bit earlier, we know. But also, you kind of got yourself in that trouble. So, get yourself out of it type of thing if I'm Rogan a little bit as well. Especially if you're going around talking as if, like, you kind of read my mind and you know what I'm going to do. Like, I mean, I can get why Rogan will be a little bit pissed off about that. I'm not going to lie. If he heard it through the grapevine, the way I'm thinking he heard it through the grapevine. But either way, big up XLP. Good video there. Check out his channel. You know where it is. Check out his channel. You know where it is. Cool. Brendan time. Episode number, what is it? Episode number 1022. Let's see what they're saying. Let's see what these motherfuckers are saying. Episode number 1022. Let's see what they're saying. It's been a long time. It's been a fucking long time since we've heard from these guys. Let's see what they're saying. Let's see what these motherfuckers are saying. Let's go. If you enjoy the stream, please make sure you like the stream down below, okay? Please like the stream.
Live from Denver. Oh, that's it. John Lineker.
It's only coming out 1 year. It's only coming out 1 year.
Both these guys swing.
Okay, let's continue.
Looked at me, she's like,
Wow,
well,
they got Amazon Prime adverts now. They got Amazon Prime adverts, huh? They're eating good.
you got a lot of gray hair coming in.
Fucking hell, man. Chin is always fucking redlining the fucking, what you call it? Chin's always redlining the thing, bro. Wow, the volume. Hold on, let me lower it a little bit. I'm sorry if I blow out your ears, people. Let me put it to 7 decibels. 7 dB. God damn.
I was like, thanks, Mom.
Still redlining. Okay, let's put it down to 8 or 10. Let's do it down to 10 dB. Is it redlining still?
You feel really good. You have big.
Close to. Let's do it to 11. Or let's do it to 12. God almighty, Chin.
I feel good about myself.
How old are you right now?
I'll be 50 in a month, bro.
Dude, you look. I mean, look. I'm 57, so that's impressive right there. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I got very gray. I started getting very gray. I think probably in my about your age. When I was about.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's starting to come in. Like my beard, I keep that like 5 o'clock shadow look, and but the beard is starting to get a lot of gray. And I saw a picture of me from just like I got done running maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. When I was living in Singapore, and I looked at my face like it was like somebody. I was laying on the ground. Somebody took when I was done running, somebody took a close up of me, and I was like, man, I've got so much more gray hair. So, but like it's the same with you. Other than the gray hair, like your skin is good. You don't have any wrinkles. Like you look a lot younger than you are, man.
Well, I think
X'd out Cap. He's like, look at his face. Look at that fucking liar. Look at that liar. Look at that liar. Bold face lying.
No, for me, it's just consistency. Eat well, work out, no matter what, and you don't have to go crazy. You're a whole different level because you're a pro athlete and all. But I just think this CrossFit shit or guys who are doing crazy amounts of workouts, I don't know how long you can sustain that. Your body.
Whenever I hear Brian Callen speak, do you think he's got dentures in? Does he have Invisalign or something? I always hear that in the background. I wonder what's going on there. Or is it just like a repressed lisp or something?
Gives out. If you're lifting properly, what do do you still train?
I just looked over to the chat and just heard this. As I just heard this pause, I just looked over and saw Uche's comment. Such a gay LA metrosexual combo. Exactly. You still lift? You still train, bro? So, we're both 50. Like, why are we talking like this?
I do. So my my philosophy is this, man. Like I have people that'll be like, "Hey, you wanna go for a walk? Like, or let's get 15,000 steps in today." And I'm like, no. Walking to me is just a very
Brendan, no fucking ass, by the way, 0 ass.
Inefficient mode of transportation. I hate it.
Right.
So I'm like I take the lion, king of the jungle mentality. So a lion basically like lays around all day in the Serengeti. Like that's all he does. He lays around and then he's like, I'm hungry. And he's like this, like, all right, it's time to be king of the jungle for 2 minutes. He gets up and he does his stuff and then he's done. So it's like I go into the gym, I work out intense.
Brendan's got the new merch on. Fresh off the press.
It's like it's one of those workouts where if you saw me working out, you're like, bro, I don't know how you still do this at your age. But I lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I lift Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I do BJJ Monday, Wednesdays, and I typically get like a pad session in 1 day a week, and for 45 minutes to an hour. And I would say my total work time in a given week is probably about 8 to 10 hours of physical activity.
That's fucking really good. That's really good.
You look good, Rich.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And so at 50 or about to be 50, working out like that. What? But there's no sparring or anything. Obviously, you're maintaining. But because what do you weigh right now? Okay.
Old habits die hard, bro. Like I went into the gym last Saturday. Actually, not last Saturday, the Saturday before. I didn't want to go in last Saturday because I'm commentating this week. And I'm like, man, I don't want to show up on commentary with some black guys. Like, it was okay when I walked into the cage fighting with a black guy.
It's like domestic violence. You show up now at your age, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like domestic violence, you know. Great joke. Never met him.
So, you know, people like, what happened to you, man? But so I didn't go last Saturday, but the week before I went in, man, and I did two warm-up rounds, got in 8 heavy, like good sparring rounds, but I'm working with people that know how to work. I'm still taking some abuse, don't get me wrong, but it's just not like it was when I was fighting. And I don't even think you actually need to train that way anyway.
Screechy, you still fucking chicks.
That era was like the school of hard knocks, man. Like coming up to Cincinnati, traveling to the Militich camp and doing all that crap. Like it was just yeah, man.
I read about the Militich camp. Like my buddy Sam Sheridan trained with them. And that Iowa insanity, like just train until you.
But that's just what they did.
Nah, Stevie M, no truck giveaway announcement just yet, brother. They said Brendan said the truck giveaway announcement will happen most likely from next week Tuesday onwards. Is next week Tuesday? Yeah, next week Tuesday. So allegedly we're gonna get an announcement of who won from next week Tuesday.
They weren't unique. I mean, the tough guys. They weren't unique.
Just wrestling. I mean, there's Hammer House.
But he has got the new fresh DFAGs merch on, by the way. Right, there we go. Right,
Pat,
that's how everybody was.
What's that hat say? Does that hat say trucks or fucks? What's that hat say? Trucks or fucks?
The first time I went to Iowa, when I went to Militich's place, and he and I sparred, and I was still like just not very adept, like very young in MMA at that time, and man, Militich was like he was a good boxer before he started doing MMA.
Was he really? Because he was a wrestler.
Tough cat.
Yeah.
He hit we were sparring and he hit me in the body so many times that I was literally like begging him, like hit me in the face. I was running from him. I literally turned my back and ran from him. Like our first sparring session, it was so bad, so bad.
Rich, do you go to some of the camps today? Like especially the guys on the card in Denver, which I will be at this weekend, this Friday, in my hometown, man.
Wow, Brendan's going to a fight. Interesting. Obviously, it's not the UFC, you know. We know for obvious reasons, but he's actually going to a fight. I'm assuming he's being paid. That's why he's going there, right? He's not going out of the kind of his heart. But yeah, shit. Been a long time since he's talked about going to see. You know, I think no, he went to one before, didn't he? Did he go to one before? And he got confronted by some guy. So maybe he's been to one before, but yeah, I haven't heard him talk about going to fights in a while. So interesting. Brendan's trying to get back into the MMA world, right? Properly trying to get back into it. Interesting.
Do you go to some of the camps and check it out? It's completely different than what you did, what I did. They're a little more, you almost want to say professional about it. You know, like they're training their bodies, they're taking care of their bodies, they're eating right. They're not kind of quote unquote meatheads.
Is that a bad thing? Why is he talking like it's a bad thing?
Yeah, I mean, I have a buddy that teaches at one of the Easton locations out here. I taught a seminar last year when we were in Denver. I'm not going to be teaching one this year. They sent some of the other fighters instead. But so I will occasionally get out to the schools, but typically I don't because come fight week, like I have other obligations, obviously, working for the organization. So it's difficult for me to get out and train. But I will say this. When I was prepping for my second Vanderlei Silva fight, or was it my first? No, I think it was my first one. I actually went to Black House and trained with Anderson Silva and all those guys out there. And it was interesting at that point in my career seeing the approach that they took to sparring because they did very little full contact sparring. It was a lot of like flow play. And so I learned quite a bit of that towards the tail end of my career. Now, you know, I still like to get in and bang it out a little bit. It's just like old habits die hard, but the percentage at which the percentage of abuse that I put my body through towards the tail end of my career really made a difference. And
can you imagine doing full contact sparring while also pursuing a career as a fucking UFC fighter? Honestly, training back in the day was mad, innit? Like that was actually a thing people did on the regular. Sparring, full pelt, full contact, going pedal to the metal before a big fucking fight you're gonna do. It's like, bruh, niggas just getting themselves knocked out left, right, and center in training camps, like, huh?
So, like, I went into the gym 2 weeks ago, and I'm working literally with guys half my age, no joke, and I can still dance circles around these guys. So there's part of me that's like, I got one or two more.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. Like I got one or two more in me, but here's the difference, man. Like if you come to the gym and watch me move, you're like, man, bro, you still move like you're 25 or 30. But then if you watch me at my house 2 hours later,
you don't feel like it.
Yeah, the recovery,
bro.
You start calcifying, waking up in the morning, getting your feet going, all that shit, right?
Yeah. So now at this age, I think to myself, if I really was going to come and do another fight, like how would I have to structure a camp? Because I don't think I could handle 2-a-days on a consistent basis. I mean, it's like when I was in fight camps, it's like I would get up, I would do my road work, come home, a little bit of business, breakfast, that kind of stuff. First session, like 10 to noon, 11 to 1 type of thing. And then take the afternoon off and come back at night and do like a 6 to 8:30 or something like that for an evening session. It's like, you're putting in your 4.5 to 5.5 hours of work a day.
I think you need that though. It's a fine line. Like I think there's some guys that still do kind of the old school way we did, where it's this grind and, people are like, oh, worry about your body. It's like, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's also cage fighting. So you have to embrace that kind of, I get all the science and, LeBron spends $1 million a year on his body and, you got to only train twice a week and recover. It's like, I don't know, man. There has to be a bit of the dog in you where, you're going to be overtrained, man. Part of the game. You're going to be overtrained.
Brendan hates any type of sophistication, isn't it? Brendan hates any type of sophistication, any type of art, any type of science, data, anything that's going to optimize or like better improve your chances of winning. Like he just wants to go pure feelings, right? Pure feeling, pure guttural feelings, pure dog, pure fight. It's like, bro, maybe if you would have taken a more, scientific approach to your fight career, who knows? Maybe it might have worked out better for you. You never know. You never fucking know. All those developments are a natural evolution of the sport. It's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's gonna suck. You got to run your miles.
You were Brendan was talking about, if you're not running, and I always try to avoid running because everyone's like, I do the Aerodyne bike and then I do that, and Brendan's like, but running, And the other, I meant to text you the other day. I started running, and even like there is a marked difference in.
Oh, now is that going to be it? The new grift? Is that the new grift? We've already got the new grift now. It's not the gearhead or the car grift. The new grift is going to be running. We're going to see fucking Brendan rock up to the show wearing Gymshark and like Halo and like Hoka shoes and shit. That's what we're going to see, right? On running shoes. We're going to see that soon, aren't we?
Adding running.
That's the new grift. On running, Gymshark, Halo, Under Armour. We're going to see that soon.
To a workout. Even if it's a mile, it's not easy. It sucks.
It's easy to jump on the Aerodyne. It's easy to, Jacob's ladder. They're tough, don't get me wrong. But as far as straight up like mental toughness, road running, getting your legs ready for a fight or for whatever you want to do in life.
That's why everybody does it, I guess.
Yeah.
Do they though? A lot of people don't.
Whoever talks about that runner's high bull crap, man, like that's straight junk. Like I don't experience that junk.
Me neither.
I absolutely hate running.
You experience runner's high when you run for long distances repeatedly. When you enjoy your running, when you're not just doing it to fucking work out for fights. But runner's high happens all the time. You get runner's high, I feel like, a lot when you're like running and sometimes you forget you're running, you forget where your legs are, and sometimes you fall, you trip. It's happened to me. Or you get runner's high when you're about to cross the finishing line for a race. Happens quite often.
Still run, and I still run. I don't run a lot, but I will say this: two things. Number one, running is important because I'm at the hotel now. It's fight week. Let's just say, for example, this building catches on fire and I can't get on the elevators. I better be able to run out of this thing, right? I mean, there was several years ago when people were at a concert in Las Vegas, and then there was an open a shooter, and they're in an open area, and you got to skedaddle and get out.
This guy thinks doing a couple of 5Ks a week is gonna allow him to run away or get out of the line of sight of a fucking school shooter or something. Of a burning building. Honestly, I love workout people who think like exercise solves all problems. Man, if only Benjamin Netanyahu would do a couple of kettlebell swings. I love guys like this, man. They think exercise fixes everything. Everything can be the answer to it is a bench press.
They're like, you better have the ability to run. I've been late for planes on layovers in airports like Istanbul, where I have to basically run from one end of the airport to the other, and it's like I'm basically covering a mile with a 25-pound backpack on my back, and so it's like that's important. But
mans are running so they can run better through airports when they late for a layover or their flights. Hey, here's an interesting idea. Why not you just get to the airport on time for your flight so you don't have to run a 5K every time you get there?
Will say this, I run infrequently now, and I do enough just to maintain my ability to run. But man, I can tell a difference in my legs. Like when I go in and spar for, I'm sparring for 45 minutes to an hour, and then do a little bit of a pad work after. And it's like I just, I hit maybe an hour and 30-minute workout, and I come out and I'll drive my truck home.
I love these sort of pods anyway, these episodes, because these type of guys, they kind of provoke Brendan and Brian to be badasses. They can't help but also display and also talk about how hard they are, These type of guests, they don't kind of just let the guests say what they have to say. Yo, big up Aziz, appreciate you. Assad Aziz, sorry, appreciate you. Is he gonna say the thing? Why is it saying? Sorry, you said you can see how he doesn't like to accept anything. He didn't do it in terms of fighting. There are people who have used new strategies to become better fighters, but since he hasn't done them, they're valid. Meathead brain, that's why he predicts fights. Exactly, Assad. Exactly. You can see how he doesn't accept any. Exactly. Because I guess he doesn't accept all that stuff because he feels like it's like an admission that he didn't do it. That's why the reason why he failed. I don't know. It's a weird ego thing, isn't it? It's a weird ego thing. He's so sensitive about that sort of stuff. Oh, it's not about hard work. Oh, it's not about grit. Everyone's got grit. Everyone's a hard worker. Oh, the science ain't gonna help you. Just get in there and swing and bang. It's like, no. We've got these new processes. We've got data that shows us this doesn't work and this does work. We're gonna follow this plan, and maybe that's going to allow us to be in the sport for longer. It's going to allow us to maybe fight more frequently, whatever. But Brendan hates that sort of shit, bro. He hates it. Big up Assad Aziz. Appreciate it, brother.
And then in that 20-minute drive, I go to get out of my truck, and I'm like, whoa, and my legs are all wobbly. I'm like, I never experienced this kind of fatigue in my legs when I was fighting because I was consistently doing road work.
And you fought at 80. You fought at 185. What are you right now? Did you gain weight? You look like you're in fight shape.
Yeah, I'm 220. That's what I walk around at, and I look like I'm in fight shape because my body fat is always been in single digits. I'm probably sitting at about 7.5% is my guess, and it's always been that way. I've never been a fighter that allowed me to fluctuate up and down. I would say I'm only maybe 8 to 10 pounds heavier than I was at my heaviest competition weight anyway.
Rich, you're getting ready for a fight. You're always ready for a fight.
He's always like this.
It's so funny. He's so intense. He's like, well, right now it's single digit. Now, I was dancing circles. You want to fight. You have not let it go.
But most guys are. It's also there's nothing worse than if you were on here, Rich, and you're 280 pounds, it's such a bummer.
You've let go of the idea that you're going to fight again.
Oh, I thought he was going to say you let yourself go in the past. I thought Brian was going to say you let yourself go in the past. I thought he was going to say that. Oh, I thought he was going to be a bit naughty. You let yourself go in the past.
No, but so have I. I mean, don't get...
Why is Brendan closing his mouth like that? Is he trying to suggest that he wants to fight again? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, considering the lack of monetary making options Brendan has and quitting stand-up. It wouldn't surprise me if we do see Brendan in the near future doing some sort of influencer celebrity thing. I've got a feeling it's going to happen. I just hope he wins. I just hope he wins for his sake, because if Brendan gets back into the ring or the octagon to do some sort of celebrity fight thing, influencer thing, and he gets beaten up, or at worst, it goes the distance, yo, he won't be able to live that down, man. That will follow him for a long time. I hope he doesn't lose. Imagine he gets into influence and he fights some random and this kid just knocks him out. Can you imagine how bad that would be? I doubt it would happen, but just imagine.
Be wrong. It's just, here's the thing. This is a mentality. And even if I'm never fighting again, I have to be able to put the best version of myself forward every day when I wake up.
Yes.
Like there are days, like Marvin Hagler said, like it's difficult to get up and do your road work when you're sleeping in satin sheets. And I think about this quote all the time because I don't have to work. I don't have to work like that now. I don't have to fight. And so when I wake up in the morning and I'm thinking, I want to do my empty stomach cardio, even if I'm getting on the assault bike, I know that I'm going to put myself through hell. Like I know. So I have to like talk myself into it every day. Like, come on, man, just get moving. Like once you get moving, it'll be okay. And but it's like, what's the alternative?
You're right.
Be like everybody. Be that guy who suddenly you look at him and you're like, when we're done with the podcast, you're like, damn, man, I can't believe. Do you see what happened to Franklin? Like that guy.
He used to be world champ, man. That guy, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I asked Sugar Ray Leonard one time. I said, why? Sorry to drop a name, but he's, I said he was 62 or something. I said, how do you? What keeps you in shape? And he looked at me. He goes, vanity. It was such an honest answer. It was so true.
Dude, go look at I'll tell you one guy that I really looked up to, like in the 90s, 2000s, like Prince Nazim Hamed.
Yeah,
that guy. Go look at him. Go look at him today.
He's fat as a tick. Fat
Dude,
as a
it's
tick.
tough. And I don't even like saying bad things about people, but it's like I don't want to be that person who walks in the room when people leave. They're like,
"Yeah, big up NJ Ranger. Big up NJ Ranger."
I will say this. I will say this. I will say this. And I know this is the type of MF to call others low IQ.
That's a good one. I will say this. I will say this. I didn't even notice that at first. We got NJ Ranger with the good spot there. I will say this. I will say this. Oh, that was brilliant. I will say this. I will say this. I love a good I will say this. Oh God.
Wow.
Nothing worse.
Like what happened to that guy?
Big up NJ. Big up NJ.
Nothing
so,
worse.
I still looked apart and martial arts was my first love. I enjoy training still. So it's like, and I'm not, it's not a mental thing where I haven't given it up. I'm cool with where I am in life. I'm 50. I get it. But it's like, I'm going to put the best version of myself.
No lie though, to be fair to Rich, to be fair to him, I know he has a reason to brag. He looks better than Brendan and Brian put together, innit? Let's be real. He looks better than Brendan and Brian put together. He's older than both. Oh no, Brian Callen's older than him, probably by a few years. But he looks better than both of them. So I get why he's being, like this.
Forward, and if I'm not, then I've just turned into
also you don't know, like the other day I almost had an encounter with somebody who was messing with my wife and kids. It's like
wow, we're mentioning this fucking thing again. He's still bragging about this. I hope that truck driver makes an appearance in the TFATK sub somehow. I hope that guy somehow ends up stumbling on that subreddit and clears up what exactly happened, because Brendan still fucking can't shut up about this fucking minor inconvenience his wife had that turned into nearly a very fatal incident.
You gotta be ready to go, man. Especially this day and age in society. Like, you gotta be ready to go.
Yeah, but Brendan, hold on. I'll just say this, Brendan. The reality is that you could never do another armbar rep or throw another jab in your life. And the chances of you running into somebody that's actually going to be problematic for you is zero.
Surely this is bad advice. Surely if you are former fighters, you shouldn't be going around encouraging each other to get into like beefs with people publicly, with randoms, just getting altercations. Why would you encourage that? Because no one needs to learn how to do an armbar, or how to take your back, or how to get into mount. Most people out there are carrying blickies anyway. Why would you encourage fighters to get into beefs with randoms and when they can just pull out a gun and kill you? Hasn't there been a ton of UFC fighters? I swear I remember. I think during the pandemic, wasn't there one UFC fighter that died because of the same sort of thing? He got shot. He was having a fight with somebody and the person shot him. He was fairly young. So I find it really strange why they're encouraging this sort of behavior when it can be very fatal. It's just a bizarre way to go about the world. Like, don't bother people, man. Leave them alone. They might leave you alone too, and then go from there. This whole idea about getting into a fight with someone just so you can prove you're manly and whatever and assert your dominance is really stupid.
You never know, dude. You never know.
He's so weird, strong, and skilled. Like, I take jujitsu, and sometimes I try to work shit that I've been working on. I try to actually just attack him when nobody's watching. I'll just jump on him when he's sitting there or he's tired. And obviously, I'm not a good example, but it's just so funny how if you're a regular dude and you want to get caught up in his fucking horns, in his tusks, good luck. It's going to be a very quick.
But it's not even that. It's just you just got to be ready to go these days. That's what gets me going.
Always.
Man.
I'm with you on that, but I think about it all the time. I'm like, who the heck is actually going to mug me on the street? Like, even if
I wish they
have
would.
a pistol, if you get within reaching distance of me, you're done. Like, I'm gonna grab you before you can even pull the trigger. Anyway.
Really? Are these guys really thinking about disarming somebody that's got a gun during a robbery? Yo, Americans, man, you guys are brave, man. Honestly, I have to be honest, you guys are brave. If I lived in a place where people had guns and someone rocks up to me with a strap, no matter how much training I have, no matter if I was a champion or not a champion, I'm giving that shit up. I'm not about to fight you because I know how to fight. You have a gun. You could end my life. What I have to do is give you this chain that you desperately want. Here, take it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna wrestle you and shit and try and wrestle the gun off of you and then end up with a fucking manslaughter charge because you then die. Fuck that. You want the chain? Here, take it. You want the car? Take it. But I guess some of you Americans as well, you have that pride thing of like, this is my thing. This is my possession. I worked hard for it. You're not just gonna take my stuff. I understand that level of like, you know, that pride, that sense of ownership pride, but at some point, man, like surely it's better just to go home. It's better to go home to your family. It's better to go home to your own bed than getting fucking murked because you refuse to hand over the keys to your cars.
But it doesn't stop me. I'm still in the gym freaking 5-6 days a week anyway.
No, to your point about running, I was with this guy doing some racing, and he's a doomsday prepper. And he's probably 300 pounds, though. And he has all this food and everything. And I go, well, what happens if you have to, because he lives in the mountains in Arizona. I go, what if you have to, like, run away, man? Like, what if they start coming? You got to run up those hills. He goes, yeah, it's going to be tough. I was like, yeah, that's why I run, dog.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't believe that story at all. So you met a doomsday prepper, and the first thing you ask him is, how are you going to run? All right, cool. Big up Squeegee. I haven't watched TFATK in years. I can predict every direction of the show. Same compliments. Yeah, of course. He's the best. The beast. No, he's a beast. She's a beast. The best. Honestly. The best. Too good. So...
Yeah, I'm running, bud.
Yeah,
I'm taking your stuff and running.
Yeah, my buddy's a sniper. He trains the tier 1 commandos.
Exit out.
Alta and SEAL Team 6. And I went up to his place in Idaho, and I was shooting one.
Okay, that was that guy you went to. Okay, that was that guy.
His guns, which is this, it's a sniper. And the gun itself, never mind the scope you put on there, the gun itself is about maybe almost 30 pounds. Now you put that $80,000 night scope on there, that's another 40 pounds. Now you got the rest of your gear. In my mind, when the zombie apocalypse hits, I got my sniper rifle, I'm going up in my perch. Well, you gotta hoof that shit way up a mountain. You gotta be moving with all that. So you probably have, you know, if you're one of those snipers, you probably have.
Fucking Brian Callen, tough guy, army gun guy talk is just infuriating, isn't it?
Literally 80 pounds on your back when you're moving.
Yeah, but forget all that. Like me staying in shape, I can carry my 8-year-old, I can carry my 4-year-old a full day of Disney. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It does not, but I'll go all day. My wife's like, aren't you tired? I'm good.
Yeah, but
I can go all fucking day.
You're also
the problem with the zombie apocalypse, because I have a very prepper mentality, is that, like, you know, this is why we have military bases. Like, you have to create your castle, because once the castle falls and you're on the move, like, you can only carry so much supplies. And realistically, like, I mean, you can only get so far on foot before you're going to burn through sugar, hydration.
Oz, I love you, but let's not equate these idiots' stories as to how things work. Gun to her head. Just shut up. I don't know why these idiots act like Navy SEALs.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. They don't speak for the majority of Americans. To be fair, you know what? You make a good point. I don't even think a Navy SEAL would say this. I honestly don't think. I think a Navy SEAL, a proper one on the pod, wouldn't say if someone came up to them looking for a fight or had a gun on them that they wouldn't just give it up. They'd give it up. There's no way they wouldn't give it up. This guy's just waffling. I don't know. I don't think a Navy SEALs person would get into a fucking, you know, hand-to-hand combat to wrestle a gun off somebody when it's just easy thing to do, just to kind of give them the keys to their car or their phone or whatever. I don't think it's that deep, but you know, when you're on a pod, I think being on a pod is like, I don't know, man. For some guys, being on a pod is just like, it's one of those things. It just brings out the liar in you. A lot of these guys, the mic gets in front of them. Somebody asks them a question, especially if it's a leading question, like, "Oh, you fuck chicks, right? You fuck a lot of chicks, isn't it?" And then the automatic response will be like, "Yeah, like millions," you know. Like there's just something about a pod that just makes guys want to lie. I don't know what it is, but guys love lying when they get in front of a microphone. It's automatic.
Like, so you're going to have like
big up Assad disease.
Basically about 8 pounds of water on you at any given time. And I see all these preppers who prep, like even me, I have a 3-day bag in my car, a bug out bag.
Yeah.
And in case like there's an emergency and I have to hoof it back to my house. But the reality is like, I don't have a decent amount of water because you have to constantly be switching out your water in a car.
Well, you can also add the fact that if you have children, you're not going anywhere without those kids, especially if they're little.
Exactly.
So you're anchored.
The Hummer I was working on today has a generator where I can power my house.
Yeah, I do too. I have enough acreage. I can hunt my property. I have small caliber rounds. I can pull in small game. I have a pond in my backyard. I can filter the water that comes out.
I'm coming to your crib, dog.
It, dude.
Here's the other thing: when we talk about zombie apocalypse, chance of zombies, not really. By zombie apocalypse, you mean liberals? Right? Is that what we're fighting?
Well, I have a joke about that when I hear young people go, young college students, we're going to change the world. That's code for let's kill everybody over 50. You know, so I got to be ready.
I don't even know if it's over 50. It's just liberals with zombies.
Project 2030 stuff, man. Like we're going to reduce the world's population by like 30%. It's like, well, these people got.
Hold on. Was that a joke that bombed? Did I hear a joke that bombed? Or did Brian Cannon laugh to protect Brendan? Was that a joke that bombed?
Here's the other thing: when we talk about zombie apocalypse, chance of zombies, not really. By zombie apocalypse, you mean liberals? Right? Is that what we're fighting?
Boo. That was a terrible joke. Of course Brian laughed. Of course Brian laughed at that shitty fucking joke.
Well, I have a joke about that when I hear young people go, young college students, we're going to change the world. That's code for let's kill everybody over 50. You know, so I got to be ready.
I don't even know if it's over 50. It's just...
By the way, I bet you that's a bit in your special. Listen to that. Did you hear that bit? I bet you that's a bit in his special. I bet you this is a bit in his special. It feels like it. I bet you, I think I went too far. I bet you this is a bit in his new special.
For let's kill everybody over 50. You know, so I got to be ready.
I don't even know.
I bet you that's a bit in his special. I bet you.
It's over 50. It's just liberals with zombies.
Project 2030 stuff, man. Like we're going to reduce the world's population by like 30%. It's like, well, these people got to go somewhere. Like you're in support of that. Like you better be.
Exactly. Better Chris Mack. Grown men talking about zombie apocalypse. Squeegee. They fantasize that they get to disarm dudes like a Steven Seagal movie. Honestly. Can I be honest with you guys? Can I be honest? Is this an age thing? Can I be honest? Were some of us impressed? Or was I the only person that was sometimes captivated by these conversations when you first got into comedy pods and you first listened to this sort of shit? Was I the only person that was kind of roped in and kind of gassed up by this shit? And I kind of was like, now you listen to it, you're like, what the fuck are these old, washed up loser dudes talking about? I think when I first got into pods, I'm not gonna lie, I think this sort of stuff used to impress me. It honestly used to like fascinate me. Like, oh wow, they went to a gun range. Wow, you know, they do jujitsu. Like, wow, martial arts is the key to life, man. If you can fuck somebody up, you can take over the world. Running, man. If you run, you can run forever. You know, like lifting weights, bro. Lifting weights is so, honestly, if you lift weights, lifting weights is the answer to everything. Like nowadays, I just hear that sort of stuff. I'm like, or maybe because I do it myself. That's not that impressive. I just do it because I like to look good in clothes. I want to look good naked and shit. It's not really that deep. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not gonna fucking lie and say that, oh, running saved my life and shit. Not really. It just allows me to fit into my jeans, you know, but I don't know. Now you hear this sort of stuff and you're like, what are you guys? Isn't this a comedy podcast? Haven't we spent like 20 minutes like jacking each other off, like a jack off circle? Like everyone's jacking each other off, like underhand as well. Underhand jack off. Like, it's the underhand jack off. Like everyone's underhand jacking each other off. about how much weights they lift and who did more jujitsu. It's like, ew. What are you guys saying here? Joe Rogan goes live tomorrow. Brendan is live next. Of course, Squeegee. Of course. Big up KP. It used to be good. Then the egos got in the way. Yeah, probably. I used to be Alex Jones stan. Eventually, it just goes away. Yeah. Perfect. Great point. I used to watch Alex Jones too. I used to watch fucking. I used to watch him all the time. To be fair, I used to have him on in the background. You know what I mean? Now I can't stand his voice. You're really true. Exactly, Uche. I never want to hear the word jujitsu on the podcast again. Exactly. Dude, I swear to God, how many people took up jujitsu because of pods? I know I did. I went and rolled for a bit. I did Muay Thai. I did a fucking Groupon classes of fucking MMA and shit. You know what I mean? I went to a fucking, a jujitsu class and got fucking subbed by like a 14-year-old girl. We've all been there. Thinking that was gonna give me some sort of like key to life. I just got tired and didn't like the sweat all over me. You know what I mean? Like, things changed. Big up Nick Sin. I thought all the podcast verse was so cool and dope and fun to listen to. Then you realize Red Bar was right the whole time, and 99% of comedians not only are flaws but they're not funny. Yeah, honestly, the Red Bar was right thing is so over. It's so fucking. It's kind of oversaid and overdone, but it's true, isn't it? Like, how many of us watched Red Bar at first and we're like, oh my God, he's so mean. Why is he going so hard at these guys? He's just a hater. And then you find out Red Bar used to like run a comedy club or something. You're like, oh, it's because he's a failed comedy stand-up comedian himself. He had a club. Who's that girl in the back anyway, just giggling along? Remember, your first visceral reaction to Red Bar. He's so evil, he's so mean, he's so mean, he's so mean. And then guess what happens? Give it a year. Maybe 2, maybe 3, and you're like, oh shit, he was right. They're all pieces of shit. Because at least with Red Bar, he's not lying. He's unapologetically a piece of shit. Like, unapologetically, I'm a piece of shit. But he's just trying to tell you, hey, I know I'm a piece of shit, you know I'm a piece of shit, but those guys are trying to pretend like they're awesome. They're trying to pretend like they're the best guys in the world. And then here you have it. Some of them are fucking kids, right? And some of them, might have fucking bodies buried in their gardens and shit. Like, it's crazy. Big up Red Bar.
Support of the fact that you're on the other 70% or whatever.
This is getting weird. Yeah. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah. We'll be ready. I'm going to your place, Rich. That's all I know.
Hey, Rich, how's are you worried about at all this weekend with the altitude? Because I'm from Denver. The infamous.
Oh, now you're from Denver. I thought you were from LA.
Ben Rothwell, Mark Hunt fight, the UFC at the Pepsi Center there. Dana said he would never do heavyweights because the altitude. Altitude's always been an issue. I grew up there. I loved when guys would come from out of town and fight in Denver. Yeah. You can just drag in the late rounds, You worried about any of the fighters?
When I was training, I actually bought myself an altitude tent for that reason. Yep. I never really fought in high altitude places, but it did help even at sea level, obviously. But we didn't put any heavyweights on the card anyway, so we're good that way. But most of the athletes, like I've been walking around this week and talking to a lot of the athletes, and most of them have been here at a minimum of 2 weeks. So that's probably about the minimum amount of time that I would take to try to acclimate to this. I still believe that when you live in an environment like this, like it's just different, 100%. You see these, for example, to take it to even more of an extreme, because I did, me and a buddy of mine hiked like an 11,000 peak on Monday when I arrived. And man, the moment my heart started going, I was like, I can feel this. But you look at these like Sherpas and stuff that live in Mount Everest. I don't care if you come into Mount Everest and you're living there for a month or month and a half. Like, you're never going to keep up with the
it's
people.
In their blood.
Correct.
It's in their blood. They're born in it.
Yeah, so there are a couple local fighters that have probably that little bit of advantage, but most of our roster, when talking to them, they've been here for some time, and there's a couple people that are like, yeah, no, it's like the altitude doesn't really bother me, and I'm like, okay.
That third round, I'll be seeing it.
You know what I'm thinking just about when I'm hearing this? Why does Brendan worry and bother with all these fucking shitty grifts? Why don't just go back into UFC? So into MMA. He clearly has a good relationship with one championship, right? Why not just go back and do that? Be a commentator, maybe have your pod maybe once a week, do the fucking Shulb show, and have it dedicated completely on like covering one championship fighters and stuff, and talking about fight cards and interviewing more of their fighters. Why not just go full steam ahead with that? He could probably do some bits on there, because I don't think there's many content creators out there probably covering one. Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit in the know. I'm not in the know, sorry. But I think most content creators, especially MMA ones, mostly cover UFC. He could easily carve a lane there. He's already got contacts inside the company or the organization. Why not just do that instead? Instead of all these other dumb grifts that don't make any sense. Go back to what you actually know. You actually have some knowledge of it, some experience of it. Like, that could actually work out. I think that could actually be a good idea to go back into, but he seems hell-bent on these weird fake grifts. Like, just do this. You already got a relationship with the guy anyway. Like, just go in that way. You already got in.
Different tune. Right now, you're good. Right now, you're good. It just hits different, man. I'm excited for this card. Haggerty's one of my absolute favorite athletes on the planet. I was bummed out about Mikey and Rutolo. That was a big one, but Rutolo.
Dude, I was so pumped, pumped for that match, man. It's just like, he got it injured at CJI, and he was trying, like, it took a while for him to, like, for that to all kind of come together, because it was like, are you hurt or are you injured kind of mentality, assessing all that stuff. So
okay, I said all that stuff and everyone's flaming me in the chat. Big up the chat flaming me. Jack Donahue Jr., have you heard this man speak? Okay. KP, nah, Papa's trash. Eli Winslow probably thinks he's too good for it. Very true. Alex, because he sucks MMA coverage and is too lazy to put in the work, basically. Okay. What's this $150,000 about? What's this? Is this a meme? What's this 150 grand about? What's this meme about? Dude, he knows nothing about Haggerty. Okay, cool. Fair enough, guys. You answered the question.
Yeah, I feel bad for Mikey at this point in time, but working on all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was a big hit. But no, I mean, I'm excited about the Haggerty matchup. Oof. That's going to be a fun one. Fight. I think like the Ong Law fight is going to be a fun one to watch, man. Like, that's going to go deep rounds. Liam Harrison on this card with Sox, like we've managed to put together a really good card this time, man.
A banger for the Mile High fans, man. John Lineker's always fun to watch. 10 Pal, yep. Yeah, it's a stacked card, man.
It's going to be interesting. I think the Lineker matchup is interesting to me, because it's like a little Muay Thai Mike Tyson coming forward and fighting I mean, Asa Tempal has really good footwork and moves, but so it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. Like, you can't sleep on a guy like.
What are you talking about? Trucks, Farfik. Which truck are you talking about? His army grade Humvee. You said, dude, those trucks are not expensive than you think. It's at least 100K. That's legit. That's straight up. What truck are you talking about, brother?
Lineker in 4-ounce gloves, man.
Yeah, definitely a clash of styles. I'm surprised our girl Stamp Fairtex isn't on this, because I was at the last card in Denver. Dude, when you want to talk about a straight superstar, she walked out. Yeah. You would have thought it was freaking Taylor Swift in that arena. Dude.
Her and Rodtang, man, they both got huge, tremendous standing ovations. Yes. Well, so Stamp was originally slated to be on this card. And it was like, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, whatever, when we were putting the card together, and she had torn.
Hold on, is the 150 meme? Is the 150 meme what I see on the screen here? Because look at the screen. His shirt says 1, the lampshade, and where the sickle, right? The lampshade and where the fucking sickle or sheath on the Angolan flag kind of makes it look like a 5, and it's my face is 0. Is that what you guys are saying? I don't get the 150 grand meme, but that looks 150, right? 150. Is that it? I don't know.
Her ACL, and so she had to be taken off the card. So she was originally slated to be on against Zhong Jingnang for the title.
Great fight. And you guys seem to dig Denver, man. You guys keep going back there. I mean, last time I was there was in Denver.
Oh, you mean the giveaway truck? No. Didn't that guy on XLP, the XLP guy, didn't he break it down pretty well? Didn't the XLP guy say, and you guys corroborated, I think the truck second hand is like 20 grand. No way the mods, no fucking way the mods 130 grand. No fucking way. You guys are being OTT. Unless that guy got it wrong. But the XLP guy said a second hand what do you call it? TRX, the one that he got, is about 20 grand. No way he spent 30 grand to do that car up. No fucking way. He spent 100 grand with the mods. 100 grand. Nah, I don't believe that. No way. No way. He wouldn't be that dumb. That is crazy. No fucking way.
Yep. Denver's been good to us, man. The commission is great to work with here. They've been good partners for us. But we have Atlanta later this year as well.
Yes, sir. I'm aware. Yeah, Atlanta will be fun.
No, we reserved our heavyweight.
Atlanta will be fun. Say you're gonna go, Brendan, man. Don't be boring. Go. Join them. Be a part of the fucking One Championship. At least they want you there. Dana's a cunt. Dana's not gonna have you there. Dana's petty. Go where you're wanted. Go and hang out with them. Do the One Championship thing. Take Chin along with you. Let him film some vlogs. Come on, bro. What's he doing? I'm aware. Do it.
For that card where they're not in altitude.
Smart, man. Smart.
Yeah.
Only time I find Atlanta, I lost, so I hate that place. But whatever. You guys have fun there. Yeah, I'm
Dude, if I was you, Brendan, I would.
Oh, by the way, did you hear? Somebody on the Friday Kids subreddit said that they cancelled Tuesday's show allegedly because of Chin. Chin wanted Memorial Day week off or something. Memorial Day. I think that was on Monday or something, right? You guys in America you could tell me better. Allegedly, they cancelled it because of Chin, because Chin wasn't going to be around. So that's why there was no Shub show or there wasn't any TFATK. So now they're down to like one show a week. Weird, isn't it? Usually the sponsors don't let you do that, you know? Usually if you got sponsors like they do, they usually have a deal where you have to do a minimum of like 2 or 3 shows a week, but there's a minimum to kind of justify you getting paid. So I don't know if that's true, or maybe the sponsors don't demand that anymore. I don't know, but it'd be funny if that's true, innit? It'd be funny if Chin is like finally like, you know what, you guys worked me too hard. If there's public holidays, I want to fucking take them. I don't get normal holidays anyway, so let's fucking take these holidays. Interesting.
I would have been pulling for every single fight. Being from Denver, I would have pulled for every single fight being in Denver. Like, I'm fighting in Denver, like strategically, I'm just going to suck everything I can out of these
heavyweights. Brother. I tried. They gave me my first fight after the Ultimate Fighter they had in Denver, and then after that, they never let me come back. I kept asking for it, but again, they weren't worried about me. They're worried about the other heavyweights.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I know. But I'm not worried about I'm a heavyweight. I'm not worried about the other heavyweights.
Correct,
so like,
brother.
yeah, who cares if they crash midway through the second round?
That's what I'm saying,
well,
man.
no, hold on, wait a minute. You're heavyweight, so they crashed probably about a minute 15 in the altitude.
That air gets real thin up there, dude. I can't wait to see you guys, man. I'm excited for the event this Friday. You guys can check it out on Amazon. It is a banger, man. I'm excited.
When are you arriving?
I get in Friday morning.
Okay.
Rich, last question. Do you spend any time? Do you keep in touch with any of the guys you ever fought in the UFC?
Sporadically, not really. Like I don't call and check in on guys, but I never had any kind of animosity towards the guys that I fought. Like it was a real simple equation. Like I can be your best friend, man, but the moment that bell rings, like we got a job to do. Like yep. I go in the gym especially like in my career, it's like I'm gonna beat the crap out of my best friends, right? Like you're like maybe one of my peripheral friends or even an acquaintance. Like I have no problem punching you in the face. So I never had to really have this kind of like emotional buildup or hatred or any of that kind of stuff. So I always got along with my opponents. So it's like, if for example, I wanted to call Chuck and be like, hey man, I'm doing this fundraiser. Can you help me out with this thing? I'm sure he would be, I'm speaking for him now, but maybe he's like, F that guy. I hate Rich Franklin.
No, Chuck would be cool. Chuck's son is in same league my son is in baseball.
Is he?
Yeah, so he's around. Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though, like I've always had good relationships with the guys. Yeah. So and likewise, whether I won or lost to somebody, if somebody like if Anderson called me and was like, hey man, I need you could you make an appearance at my charity event I'm doing? I'm like, sure, man. As long as I was capable, like. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, Rich is one of the good ones. But we can't thank you enough, Rich. I will see you Friday, my man. I'm looking forward to it. I know you got a busy day.
Yeah, if you want to get a little jog in on Friday morning, let me know, man.
I'd be down, man. Let me see what time I land.
He doesn't want that.
How are you acclimated to this elevation now that you're not in it?
I mean, I feel like it's in my bones. It's in the bone marrow. So we'll see. We will see.
You sound like some of our athletes. We will see.
yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see, dude.
All right, I'll see you Friday, man. I'm looking forward to it. It was good chat with you guys.
All right, brother.
See you, brother.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Take care.
Good luck, bro.
Let's take a little break because NFL's finally here, dude.
I can't wait.
Thank God that interview's over. But honestly, that guy seems to have a good rapport with Brendan. Brendan seems to have a good rapport with him. He works for one championship. Why doesn't Brendan just go where he's loved and go where he's kind of, adored in some way? Honestly, he's always trying to suck off Dana, who doesn't want to give him any attention. The other dude who does the bookings and the fights, Brendan also hates, right? So Brendan hates two of the main people in the UFC who are the, just go and fight that, go with, I don't know. I don't get it. But one championship isn't as sexy as the UFC, That's why he doesn't bother. But he should obviously be trying to be pally with those people. There's probably way more possibilities to do fun things, to get out there, make some money, be around the sport that you loved previously. Fuck it, just do that.
New season means new ways to get in on the action.
Wait, let's skip the ads, of course. We've got to skip the ads. Oh, that's Sainaz there, isn't it? Little Sainaz appearance. What's she saying? What's Sainaz saying? Oh, look at those big hands, bro. Imagine those wrapped around your fucking cock. Whoa.
1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Here she comes.
Guys, you have a gambling
Hello, guys.
problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. But in Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling as well. Call 888-789-7777, or it's probably easier to just visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. Now that's on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort.
Why don't they just record these blurbs one take? No, why don't they just like plan a day where they record these sort of blurbs so you don't have to keep doing it every day? Or maybe they have to do it every day. They record, Surely there's like a terms and conditions and you just read them. You just go through it and just record it as well as you can without fucking up, and then boom, you just insert that into every episode. What's so hard about that?
In Kansas City, 21 age plus varies, and eligibility will vary as well by jurisdiction. Now we're void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets do expire
168 hours
after issuance.
What the fuck was that? Was that Chin? Covering up for her. That dubbing was awful. Did you hear that? What?
Please play responsibly. Now that's on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas City. 21 age plus varies, and eligibility will vary as well by jurisdiction. Now we're void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets do expire
168 hours
after.
One more time. Oh my god, that was awful.
Bonus bets do expire
168 hours.
What the fuck was that? Honestly, what the fuck was that? 168 hours? Yo, why did he just like text her and say, hey, could you like say this part again over the phone or something? A voice note. He just would have inserted it in there. Why do you have to go 168 hours? No, Chin is... There's something wrong with Chin. I don't think Chin's all there in the head. I think there's something wrong with him, bro. I swear to God, I think there's something wrong with this guy. He's not there in the head. No way. No way. One more time, please. Where is it here?
Again, Ontario. Bonus bets do expire
168 hours.
We have to get that as a clip. I swear, I'm sorry. We have to get that as a clip. We have to get that as a clip. What was that? I think it's like 25:34 in it. 25:34. We have to get that as a clip. That has to be a clip. Was it 25:34? I'm gonna try and make this right now quickly. Oops, what is it? Oops, what was it? 160? What the fuck? Trim. 25. I think it's 25:34. Hold on, we have to clip this. We have to. Apologies, people, for this. I know this is not the best way to do the pod, but apologies. Bear with me 1 second here. Okay. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this fucking works. Please work. Please work. Okay, let's see if this works. Trim. There we go. Let's see if this works. Let's export this. 136 hours. Hold on. Oh my god, that was fucking brilliant. Please, okay, it does work. It does work. It does work. Cool, let's put this up there as well. Let's get this loaded. Oh my fucking god, that was fucking brilliant. Big up fucking Chin. Honestly, I love that guy so much. I love that guy. Let's view it into full screen. Look at this. Look at this shit.
Do expire
168 hours
after issuance. For additional terms, do expire
168 hours
after issuance. Do expire
168 hours
after issuance. For additional terms, do expire
168 hours
after issuance.
That's Chin's impression of her. It's fucking brilliant. 100. That's Chin's white side coming out, by the way. In case you're wondering, that's Chin's white side. That's Chin's Caucasian side coming out. We're getting to hear it now.
Do expire
168 hours.
Do expire
168 hours
after issuance. Do expire
168 hours.
Yeah, I have to. Big up Hoocha. Yes, I have to. I have to. Oh my god. 365 Party Girl. Imagine that. I mixed that with 365 Party Girl, innit, right? A bit of Charlie XCX, 365 Party Girl, and this. 68 hours. 365 Party Girl. Oh, that'll be so good.
After issuance. Do expire
168 hours
after issuance. For additional terms, do expire
168 hours.
To be fair, if you look at her mouth, he did do it pretty well. It's good dubbing. It's just he sounds too awful. But he did dub it pretty well for like he lined it out pretty well. Look at her mouth when he says it.
Do expire
168 hours.
Like he did it pretty well.
Do expire
168 hours
after.
It's like a poorly dubbed Japanese anime or something. Honestly, I fucking love him, man. I fucking love him. I love Chin. Let's get this off the screen. Let's continue on. Oh my god, that was fucking brilliant. I did not expect that. Wow. 168 hours.
Oh. Possible gaming resources.
Go ahead and see DKNG.
There's another one. There's another one. There's another one.
Bonus bets do expire
168 hours
after issuance. For additional terms
and responsible gaming resources.
Go.
There's two. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish I could laugh louder, but it's too late. Oh my god. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Head and see dkng.co/ftball. NFL plus premium offer available.
One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Last time. Last time. I promise.
Bonus bets do expire
168 hours
after issuance. For additional terms
and responsible gaming resources.
Go ahead and see dkng.co/ftball. NFL plus premium offer available only to new
and former NFL Plus subscribers.
Additional.
Oh my god. What the fuck is going on here? Honestly.
Terms
and responsible gaming resources.
Go ahead and see dkng.co/ftball. NFL plus premium offer available only to new
and former NFL Plus subscribers.
Additional NFL
plus premium
terms at nfl.com/terms.
Let's take a break, man, because my wiener.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was too good. Honestly, that was too fucking good. Why is what like, he did so many edits of her ad reads. She fucked up the whole thing. God almighty, bro. Anyway, let's continue. Go back to the pod now. It's fucking boring. Let's go back to the pod. Shit, this pod, man, is amateurhour.com.
I was late, and then I was like, I'm just gonna tell the truth. I was working on that Hummer, and I lost track of time, and it's so hot out. It's so hot out, dude. I started at 6 a.m. and then I looked down at my watch, said 10:30. I went, oh, I gotta go.
Now wait a minute.
We have a guest
when you
at
say
11.
you're working on it, what do you mean?
So it's a 91 Humvee. So it's not like a civilian
No,
H1.
it's a military
It's a straight military issued vehicle.
Just in case.
And when I got it, I was like, wait, why is everything why'd they spray it all military like sand, like tan?
No.
And he's like, oh, it's easy, man. People don't care. Military, they spray everything. I'm like, I know, but like the grill and like the trim and everything and the side mirror should be all black. And he's like, yeah, the military, they're not going to do that. He's like, also, who's going to take the time? I was all.
But isn't it sprayed or painted tan because of camouflage? Where it's going to be used in actual war zones and stuff, especially if it's somewhere in the desert or whatever. Like, isn't that the main reason why they painted that color? And they paint all the grill and as much as they can that color, no?
I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh, this is why they don't do it. Oh, this is why they don't.
Oh, because it's a motherfucker?
No, but that's why I can do it. Like on new cars, like.
Hold on, what's he complaining about? Is he complaining that an army grade car is not colored or in a way that would be similar to like a road car or something? Like, what's he talking about? I don't know what he's upset about. So what, he wants to strip away some of the color on some of the grill, on some of the areas of the car to like mix it up a bit now that he's driving it every day. Cool, but the reason why it's like that when it's being used, I don't know. Let's not even try to fucking dignify this with a response. Let's just let him speak.
With the computers and all the technology, it's a nightmare. This, it's just bolts and it just takes a while. Okay. I can do it, yeah.
So
all this stuff. Like,
why do you have a Hummer? Like, what happened? Because you have.
In case
that's the best question to ask, by the way. Why do you have a Hummer? Like, why? Why does he suddenly have a Hummer? Do you think he has like a? What's it called? Like a broker? Some guy just reaches out to him and has like a list of cars that come through. People that have money and are bored and just says, "Hey, here's a bunch of cars that come through. Let me know what you want," and he just picks them. Or do you think he's actually going out and trying to and sourcing these cars himself? Because it's such a random car to just buy. Like, I'm gonna buy this. It's like, really? Why? Okay. I guess another project to mod.
Trump loses.
It's probably gonna wrap it again, isn't it?
What?
Okay, hold on. Take it easy.
Dude, look at the theme of my shirt.
Take it easy. Just relax.
Look at me now.
Fast trucks and freedom. Just take it easy for a second.
Make America gas again.
Hey. Hold on. But
MAGA.
you already have.
MAGA. Make America gas again.
Yeah, we know what it means, bro.
You already have. Are you gonna try to like?
MAGA.
Are you gonna try to like organize a pack where you get rid of electric cars? Like you guys like me, kind of have to. They come and take my car and maybe give me a shove around.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me a shove around.
Force you to fill out the election.
And then am I gonna have to get an American flag tag?
By the way, how much do they cost? How much does it cost to get one of those Humvees anyway, by the way? How much does it cost? How much is it? What is it? Is it like a, what is it? It's like a 91 Army Hummer. Is it how do you call them? Is it Hummer? Is it H1? How much are they? How much does that shit cost? Sorry, pardon me coughing into the fucking microphone. Apologies for that. It's like one of these ones, isn't it? Right? How much do these things cost? Let's see. Let's do price. Bear with me a second here. I'm fucking shit at this stuff. How much do these things go for? 32,000. Allegedly. People are saying in the stream chat 20, 50. Cool. I guess they're saying here average is about 27,000. There's two for sale at the moment. Two for sale, or I guess more than two for sale. There's a 91 AM General one there for sale for 46,000. There's one that's like a truck type available for 17,500. I quite like the black ones actually. The black ones look really nice. How they blacken them all out. They look pretty cool. But fucking hell, you just got this random car in the driveway. because you can't get this on finance, isn't it? You have to buy this cash, right? You can't buy this on finance, right? Or am I mistaken? Or do you guys in America have like ways to buy cars like this on finance too? Is that possible? Could you buy this on finance, or is this just straight up cash? Because again, not to be a pocket watcher, but like, where's this money coming from? From Brendan? The pod is struggling. They're only doing 1 pod per week now, or just recently, right? No stand up. Like, where the fuck is all this money coming from? Honestly, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is he asking? You think he's really asking his dad to buy him a fucking 91 Hummer for 20 to 50k? Not even money to like take the kids out or take the wife out on vacation. Just money for a Hummer. Really? That he's now going to spend more money modding. That's a lot of P, bro. He has one with the 6.5 diesel. It's way too slow for Papa. I used to have one and it was heavily modified for power. It was still a slug. Oh really? Okay, MC saying they're really okay. Cool. I just want to know where the money's coming from, man. That's a lot of fucking. He's got a lot of cars in that driveway. Just, you know, even if they're on finance, it's a lot of money. Like that G-Wagon alone must be a lot of money to finance, especially if it's not bought. But hey, maybe he's doing more. Maybe he's doing better than we actually imagined, or than I imagined. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Let's continue. Let's continue.
To somewhere? Dude, I can tell what's going on with you. I just want to drive my electric car. I'm a little attached to my Tesla 3, white on white.
You MAGA. Make America gas again.
Now, hold on.
That's our slogan, dude.
That seems super aggressive. That seems super aggressive, man.
Was that American flag? Oh, wait.
And you're not above using your size and strength to just kind of
not at all.
Give people a little shove around.
Have you seen the guys that drive gas vehicles?
Yeah, they're not pushovers. Yeah, they run, they lift. No. Hold on.
MAGA, make America gas.
No, okay, but wait.
That's our slogan, dude. 2024.
Yeah, but you already have a bunch of trucks. Now you got this Hummer
though. I don't have Hummer.
You got a military issue Hummer from '91.
Bulletproof.
That was when
Bulletproof.
Schwarzenegger was driving it.
Schwarzenegger.
What's that? Does she come with it?
That's toehold. Always. They're crushing it.
They're crushing.
Boy, do they know they're.
Hold on. Toehold's a what? Is that Toehold the sandals company? That's what they post on the Instagram. Why they've got this picture of this girl on the Instagram? Is that Toehold the sandal company? Hold on, I need to see this. What the fuck has that got to do with sandals? What? Let's see. What the fuck has that got to do with sandals? They're selling sandals but just posting random first trap pictures of girls. Is that what they're doing? Let's see. Let's see if is it the same Toehold? Yeah, it's the same one. What's that girl got to do with that? Are they models for the brand? Look at all these random hot girls they got on the Instagram. Yo, this is shameless. Shameless marketing. Shameless. What the fuck has this got to do with Toeholds? Let's press it. Let's see what it is. Owning a flip-flop company is the hardest job in the world. Okay. This is shameless. Oh my! And these aren't AI, is it? It's not AI, all right. These are these real girls. They just got them standing around on their thing. This is such a weird way to market sandals. What? Okay, whatever, man. Such a bizarre. And why do they have 500,000 followers for like overpriced fucking sandals? Come on, man.
Marketing.
Yeah, they do.
It gets me every time. Like, Jesus, you know what? I'll take a pair of sandals.
They're killing it.
How much?
Well, you know, Gordon Ryan's an owner now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're crushing.
Our boys are killing it there.
Yep.
So they've got Gordon Ryan as owner, but they don't want Brian Callen as owner. They're not proud to have Brian Callen as owner. They're like, look, you got too many rape allegations next to you. You got the TFATK trolls in our comments ruining our business. We can't have you involved. De-invest, please. De-invest.
I see that. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yep.
Oh, this is me and the boys.
I love that. Now,
Boy, do they
is that
love
the Hummer
that.
they're in?
That's the Hummer.
Okay, so what is the Hummer like? So you bought a Hummer.
There it is.
That's ridiculous. So you
Is
bought
it?
that Hummer. I actually really like it though.
It's really nice though, to be fair. It does look really cool. It might be his best car. I'm not gonna lie. Of all the cars he's got, this might be his best one. It's actually really cool. But if what's it saying? MC was saying it's true. They're really slow, so I guess day-to-day use probably not the best. But it looks really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
And
is it too much if I put Mac on the back there? But I'm not saying make America great again.
No,
That's already taken.
I
I'm
know.
saying make America gas again.
You could, hold on, just please,
Similar.
please, sir.
Sorry.
That what's under the hood there, is it the original stock engine?
Yep. 6.5 diesel engine.
So you have a diesel engine in there. That's not bad gas mileage if it's diesel.
Not great.
Okay,
About
so
8
great.
miles a gallon.
8 miles a gallon.
TRX gets 4.
Are you going to do something to the engine?
Oh yeah.
You are.
Oh yeah.
You're going to add some stuff to the engine.
I mean, you got to be careful with that because they're made for torque. You know, it's a 91, but
I
yeah, we'll add
understand.
some stuff.
But you got the truck and you bought the truck. I'm so confused. You decided that thing's for sale. I'm going to get it because I need that.
In
But it
case November doesn't go like it should, things could get weird.
Well, what are you going to do? Mount it with certain things?
Bulletproof. That thing can climb over anything.
And
The
you're gonna-
ground clearance is insane, and we can fit 8 people in there.
8.
Hey,
Is there any room for me?
You're one of the 8.
Am I? Appreciate that.
Wife and kids.
But come on, I got little kids.
I know. I got mine though.
I know, but we'll sit on each other's
I'm gonna
laps.
save you, or you can pick.
I shoot straight. And you know me.
If ever there was a car that didn't need too many mods, I'm not gonna lie to you. If ever there was a car that didn't need too many mods done to it, I think, what is it? I think this is probably one of them, isn't it? No? If ever there was a car that didn't need any mods, like, you don't need to mod this. Surely you don't need to mod something like this. It looks pretty good so far. It looks pretty good stock. Well, that's fucking beautiful. That's super cool. What do you need to mod this for? If it's road legal, if it runs well, just drive that shit every day as is. No need to mod it whatsoever. If anything, maybe just have some different outfits to wear with it, Maybe buy some fucking army fatigues or something, you know what I mean? And go crazy that way. But why would you mod this? Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Something like that. Why would you mod that? He's so weird, isn't it? Maybe it's because he's not real gearhead, so maybe little mods are like things that get him off and make him feel like he's a gearhead. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe, you know what I mean? Because you can change the fucking steering wheel and take off the lights out. Bro, look at that. Look how good it looks like that. Stop. Looks fucking gorgeous. But hey, what can you do?
My temper.
I know.
It comes in as an asset. Don't need a lot of food
I don't
or
know if it's
water.
an asset. I feel like it's liability.
I get downright murderous.
I know that's liability in this whole
Yeah, but
revolution.
you want me on your side.
Yeah,
You do.
At the end of the day,
I can turn it on.
But I don't know if I want you in the actual car with us.
I would say this about myself. I think you would back me up. I think, like a lot of people talk a big game. If it comes down to it, I'm gonna do my part.
I
I'm
know,
not
but
saying
the
I'm gonna
problem
be a
is you're not
hero.
gonna be able to get there.
I'm gonna
'cause
do my part.
Charging stations get shut down.
I'll ride. I'm gonna ride on the roof. This glass.
Oh, like Mad Max style?
Like Mad Max, and you can just go. I need a pole to hold on to here.
Just like Mad Max. Oh,
Yep.
you're the guy that that sprays the silver can in his face and
Yeah.
takes one for the team.
Like that. Shack, 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 shack. Woo! Shack, 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 shack. That's me.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
You're that guy.
If it comes down to it.
Dude, I could have used you on, when was I there? On Sunday, I went to Glen Helen Raceway. My boy, Chris Bailey, was racing. So Chris is the best drag racer in America. Has the fastest Demon 170 in the world. Set world records. He's a monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes around the nation going, hey, come one, come all. I have the fastest car in the world and I can beat you. So all the top shops from around the nation come. That's us there, Chin, with the race car. Yeah. So he goes around the nation going, hey, if you think you have a fast car, race me, I'll bet you. So I show up with my kids. I'm like, all right, here we go. Dude, it was so intense. It was so competitive.
Yeah.
Because all the top shops and there's egos.
Oh,
so he raced.
I was about to say, that's a
he raced against
subculture.
like this East LA bot.
Hey yo, did he just learn a new word this weekend? Is nation the new word? He said like nation 4 times in a row, no?
You know what I'm saying?
You're that guy.
If it comes down to it.
Dude, I could have used you on, when was I there? On Sunday, I went to Glen Helen Raceway. My boy Chris Bailey was racing. So Chris is the best drag racer in America. Has the fastest Demon 170 in the world. Set world records. He's a monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes around the nation going, hey, come one, come all. I have the fastest car in the world and I can beat you. So all the top shops from around the nation come. That's us there, Chin, with the race car. Yeah. So he goes around the nation going, hey, if you think you have a fast car, race me, I'll bet you. So I show it with my kids. I'm like, all right, here we go. Dude.
Okay, 3 times.
It was so intense. It was so competitive.
Yeah.
Because all the top shops
Around
and
the
there's ego.
nation.
Oh,
So he raced.
I was about to say, that's a
he raced
subculture.
against like this East LA Vato team. Dude, they were so upset. They roll up to his little camp there, 20 deep. I'm like, what was going on here? Rough looking dudes.
Yeah.
Chris goes, get ready to go. I'm like, go where, dude?
I'm not
what are you
fighting
talking
over
about?
who has the best
I
cars.
went, T-Boss, get in the car. I'm like, what's happening right now?
Hold on. Didn't he just say the other week he was about to beat up the truck driver guy? Now all of a sudden you're at a drag race and people are being a little bit aggro and you want to run away. Didn't you just say you were a badass, Billy Badass? Weren't you just about to fucking fight some dude that allegedly insulted your wife in front of your kids and shit? Just the other day. Now all of a sudden you want to fucking run away. Cause what? Cause there are loads of Hispanics and blacks and shit. Non-whites there, isn't it? A lot of rough-looking non-whites. They made him nervous.
They were so upset.
Oh, big up Addy Z. I just saw it, by the way. Addy Z, I just saw your comment. Rough-looking dudes. He means Mexicans. Exactly. Mexicans. Exactly.
Lost. He went on.
He was scared of the Mexicans.
Defeated. Him and his boy. Undefeated. They were so upset.
They were upset.
They accused him of cheating. This,
Well,
this.
it's all that what is it? It's manhood. It's your manhood. It is a subculture, and especially California souping cars up and all that stuff.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's where it started, I believe.
Yeah, well, like them, I get like where there's egos involved. They put a lot of time in the cars, trying to figure out, the fastest quarter mile. I get why they get all into it. It's weird to me, like, I'll post my truck or something. People are like, oh, my TRX or my Raptor beat the shit out of yours. I'm like, you dead Henry Ford? Yeah.
Brendan hates people with passion, innit? Anybody that has a little bit of passion or has a lot of passion, especially in a field that he's also in, that he doesn't take too seriously or that he's like trying to act nonchalant about, he hates. What's wrong with guys being really enthusiastic about their cars and about their builds? Most of these guys in Brendan's comments who are like shitting on him about his TRX, they probably have built their TRX. They probably have done more work with their own hands on it. So they feel proud to boast, yeah, my car would fuck up your car. Because they've invested some sweat equity into putting that car together. So it's understandable why they get into it. And also it's cars. Of course, some guys are going to get super attached to it. It's like sports, same sort of thing. Some guys are going to be super into it. Their team loses, it ruins their whole weekend and shit. Brendan acting like it's so beneath him to be that guy. Like, I could never be that guy. It's like, what, passionate about something? Why wouldn't you want to be passionate about something?
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Is your dad Henry Ford? I'm sorry.
No, he's mocking them.
Did you build the truck?
Probably, yes.
Oh, no, no. You just paid a mechanic to do it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He's projecting. Look at him projecting. That's what you do, Mr. Chip and Pin.
You're better at Googling than me?
This is in people's, I believe truly that this is in your genes. My son, my 2.5-year-old, is obsessed with cars and is constantly.
So you know he's not
cars.
gay.
And he's saying,
is he taking trucks going,
Yes, he plays with trucks. He wants to walk.
Wow. They're trying to be edgy, innit? They're trying to get the podcast back up into the rankings by being edgy. Yeah? They're just saying some edgy things. Okay, fair play. Fair play.
Because he's a boy.
And he's always saying, I want to buy that car.
No, there's no difference between men and women. Dude, you're crazy. Make America gas again. Dude, you're crazy.
Dude. It's
You tell me he gets
my
them
daughter was never in
naturally
trucks.
goes, yeah.
Driving them.
Yeah.
And he had
You know what's funny about this whole grift about the gas? Isn't Trump and Elon best buds now? And isn't Trump going out of his way to like, help out Elon when it comes to EVs and shit? And new tariffs. I think I saw something recent about it. So it's funny that he's on this whole like anti-EV thing, and his guy, right? The guy that he's probably gonna vote for, the guy that he loves in Trump, is kind of, warming to the idea, especially if it's going to guarantee him winning the election and shit. I find that funny.
really serious. He goes, Daddy, it's really hard to do 2 trucks. I have to only do one because I can't push them. He was the one was
It
going
is
on.
challenging.
It's unbelievable though. He's obsessed with driving
He's a boy.
cars. Yeah. He sits on my lap. We drive.
He's a boy.
He's obsessed.
I mean, he's so bummed out he's in a Tesla, but he's a boy.
Yeah.
Send him over to my house.
Yeah,
I'll
he
blow
likes
his
race
fucking
cars.
mind.
Yeah.
My kids.
He loves trucks.
Yeah. Send him over to my house. He'll never come back.
He'll never come back.
Never come back.
He'll want to sit in that truck on your lap and drive.
Boston and T, I said, all right, guys, first day of school was what, last Wednesday or something like that? Yeah, Wednesday. I was like, all right, first day of school, you pick the car. God, they have no idea how fortunate they are. I go, you pick the car, what do you want? I'm thinking TRX, we just got it back.
You were quite fortunate too. You grew up rich too. I love how he acts as if like he grew up in squalor and now his kids are experiencing a life he never had. Bro, your dad was rich for a long time when you were younger. Like, let's not act as if like you grew up like rough. Like, it's just unnecessary, whatever. But it's also sad because it's like, it's unlikely his kids are not gonna, turn out to be on the douchier side of things, are they? Especially with a dad like Papa and in the morning. Okay, guys, choose your car. It's like, how's your kid not gonna end up being a bit of an asshole? It just is what it is, isn't it?
Like the demon, the
You
lightning.
just got the TRX back.
Yep. I'm like, do you guys pick?
Back from the dead.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that groan. Yeah. So the demon's still there. He just doesn't take pictures of it. Maybe it's in the garage. Maybe he doesn't have it on the driveway or something. Because whenever I look in the background, you never really see it. So maybe that's why.
With the military truck. They love it. And I was like, dude, but your mom did your hair. There's no windows. Your hair's going to get all fucked up. They didn't care.
No.
That's what they wanted.
Your fucking kid doesn't care about
There's no
hair.
AC. There's no radio.
You care about that shit?
No, they didn't care.
You get to be in this awesome military thing.
They love it. Yeah,
That's a
they love
heavy vehicle. What's that weigh about? What do we got?
it.
Look up how much the Hummer weighs.
Is it that H? Is it H1 or what is it?
H1.
H1.
Probably a lot.
12,000,
Oh
14,000.
my God. Oh, okay. No, that's the.
No, that's H1 there.
1991.
That's a 2006, so that's
Still,
the
that's heavy
Alpha,
as
which
shit.
is going to be a little lighter. Type in, do Humvee. Oh, there you go. 95 Hummer H1 curb weight. Do that.
Oh, wait, sorry. Less.
6.7. So they made them 6,700. Wow, that's way lighter than I thought. So modern.
Still heavy. 6,000.
That's not heavy.
No.
No.
8,000.
Look up how much electric cars weigh.
Yeah, my car weighs.
No, this conversation. What is this podcast? Again, guys, I'm really sorry I have to put you guys through this, but it's a new episode. They haven't dropped one in ages. I didn't have time to fucking edit, clips out. I should have watched this myself. I'm sorry for putting you guys through this. I should remember that. Whenever I watch this in full on stream, I remember why I don't watch this in full on stream. I should always watch it myself, clip up any edits or bits that are funny, and then play them to you on stream. This is torture. I apologize profusely. This is fucking awful. I apologize profusely.
The battery.
3 weighs a.
Yeah, so that's why the Hummer was
God
it weighed too much. It was too wide, so they made them very difficult to get registered.
Yeah, damn.
Your cars, and think how small your car is. 4,000 pounds. It's the. Hey Chin, bring up the electric Hummer EV. That's more comparable. But weighs it faster though. I'll give him that.
9,000.
Yeah, so it's about 3,000 pounds heavier.
Damn. 10,000 pounds.
But TRX are 7,000 pounds. Like the Hummer, like back in the day, everyone's like, oh, they're so heavy. Today's car's just as heavy, if not heavier.
Okay.
Pretty wild.
No airbags either.
You're not even looking at the electric Hummer.
No, but out of all the electric cars, that's probably the coolest looking one.
Yeah,
They have problems though.
they do.
A lot of problems. That's why the lease is so
That
cheap on
Rivian
them
is
right
a
now.
nice car.
I drove a Rivian.
Yeah.
Rivians are, again, it's all the
Electric.
same, but yeah.
Yeah,
They look cool.
yeah, they do. It's a nice car.
The electric cars that look decent are the ones where they don't make them look electric.
Mm-hmm.
There's a look about electric. It's like Down syndrome kids. You know, they all have the same look.
What? Is this on purpose? Is he trying to say all these edgy things to like get people to like clip it and so it can go viral? All electric cars look the same, like Down syndrome kids. Jesus Christ. This show, bro. It's not even like funny, you know? He's not even trying to say it in like a funny way. He's being a cunt, you know? Like, that's the thing that's really sad about this thing. Former comedian, maybe, you know, retired comedian, maybe soon not to be retired comedian. And it's like, he's not even saying it in a comedic way. It's no love there. It's just him being a complete dick for no reason. Like, wow, bro. Wow.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If that's your cup of tea, make America gas again. Am I too much today?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. We back, dog. We back, baby. Yeah.
This is vintage TFATK.
Yeah, we back, man. That's too much.
Sorry. It's
so,
vintage TFATK.
Rivian weighs 7,000 pounds. It's about more than a Hummer. So they're too heavy. I'm creating a video. Me and Mark creating a video. Can a Hummer H1, a Humvee, a 1991 Humvee, be a daily dad driver in LA?
Well, you.
Who's ever wondered that, by the way? What kind of video is that? Who's ever wondered if a 91 Army Humvee is a good daily driver? Who's ever wondered that? Especially for like, maybe there is a video for that. I don't really know, but it's an interesting way to try to get yourself back in the algorithm, isn't it? Let's buy this Humvee for 20 grand, you know, add some mods to it and then drive it. Like, so okay, I guess so.
And
the one thing I give you is that you buy the craziest car, whether it's a Ferrari, whatever, and you drive it every day.
Every single day.
It's like your driver car, and I love that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, because if you make that with
Brian's, if any, no one sucks Brendan off more or better than Brian. Not even Slow Joe. Brian's ability to suck Brendan off is just unparalleled.
That Ferrari back then, if you had hit something with that or somebody hit you,
scary.
It's big problems.
That's why the Hummer's so dope.
The
Like
value
you
goes
mess,
down.
yeah, with those for sure. With the Hummer, it's like, I mean, like I'm painting parts on it now with black spray paint. It's all good.
Yeah.
You break some, it
doesn't matter.
$50 to get a new part.
You're painting parts of black spray paint. Have you not learned from the Ford Lightning? Why would you do that? Just don't spray the stuff black spray paint. Just leave it as it is. God almighty, bro.
That's why they're fun. And remember, the reason why my dumbass can work on them is because remember, especially 91, those were made, they get stuck in the desert. You got 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds in war areas.
Yeah.
They got to fix them fast, so there has to be easy access and no computer, nuts and bolts. So it's all right there. Yeah, that's why I can work on it.
That makes sense.
Moron.
Yeah, you don't know. That's not your thing necessarily.
The new cars, I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, they're so packed in.
Too much what? So you can only work on cars that have all the nuts and bolts right in front of you to work on. If they require a little bit of like, you know, gerrymandering and shit, all of a sudden he's out of the game. Too many computers. Oh my god, bro. Just admitting you're a dummy is just fucking hilarious here, isn't it? Part of the fun is fucking it up. I'd imagine. Part of the fun, even with the new car, is maybe fucking it up. Is maybe, you know, not getting the right part. Maybe something breaking. Maybe making it worse. That's actually part of the fun. I don't know why he's so afraid of, like, you know, fucking up and getting his hands dirty, you know.
Yeah, computers and the tuning. You mess with anything, then you got to do the right tune. It's just the Hummers. It's a project car. It's so much
they
fun.
tune.
That's why I was late today.
Cars
Look at
now
my
on a
fucking
laptop.
hands.
Yeah. You were actually fucking around.
Sweating since 6 a.m. Didn't even go to the gym. Usually I go to the gym. I was like, I'll just start a little bit.
When I remember I used to take my car to those shops, like I was in Hoboken, New Jersey, and you take your car to a shop to get new shocks or whatever it was. It was a garage. And you'd see dudes on their back just working on all day. That shit is that is a hard job to do. That you better love cars because
And those shops still exist.
They do.
But those will go.
What? No way, Stevie M. So that wasn't even original. Stevie M. Golden Hour. D'Elia had a bit about Down syndrome kids, so he's taking it. Of course, man. That edgy joke wasn't even original. That attempt to be an edgelord wasn't even original. Of course. Of fucking course. Classic Brendan. Actually, Brendan might be Chris D'Elia's biggest fan, you know. I think Brendan might know Chris D'Elia's comedy special word for word. He might be one of the only people in the world that knows Chris D'Elia's comedy specials word for word. Like, he loves that guy. He loves that guy.
That's why I hate electric. That will all go away. The middle class working man, all that will go away. You vote Kamala Harris, all that goes away.
What do you know about the middle class working men? What do you know about any men? You don't even have any friends.
All that goes away. All that goes away. All those companies I work with, Borla, King Shocks, all family owned, all that goes away.
Just because there's more legislation to get electric cars in.
Yeah, they're forcing on you. Why would they do that?
Well, it's also just.
Why would they do that?
It's
though?
also
we can go
just
through it if you want.
The inevitable.
Is it though?
Sort of movement away from fossil fuels.
Or is in fossil fuels? That's hilarious. Or is it's same as fashion? Like, remember, skinny jeans were it. And then everyone has skinny jeans. But they gotta make money. Baggy jeans are in. You gotta have baggy now. So let's bring the baggy.
I don't think it's that. I think what happens is like anything else. It's just technology. You know, you got too many people like me who are lazy, who just don't care about driving, and they just, like my car, when it's a green light, ding, I hear that. When I'm getting too close to a car, beep, 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 it self-drives in traffic. And then you just get a bunch of people like me.
It's an easy thing that's
it's just
comfort.
Easy. And also the
Brian going out his way to cuck himself. Love it.
Tesla's safe. Also, I don't have to get out and get gas. And so for me,
sure.
I'm not a gearhead. So
but you don't have to be. And here's the thing: the majority of Americans aren't into EVs.
But remember
the majority's not.
Yeah, but remember this.
How do you know this? Where are your statistics? Why wouldn't the majority be into EVs, especially if they're going to be easy to drive? No pun intended. Like, what?
Remember this.
Also,
innovation is destructive, and innovation throughout the beginning of time. They always use this famous thing. People who made buggy whips, right? Buggy whips went out of business the minute that VHS Tower Records, everything goes out of business as soon as a new technology comes along, and you're never going to win that game. You'll be a holdout, and there's a market for that, to be a holdout.
You're looking at it,
but you just have to understand that in everything in life, all of us, most of what we're doing is going to be obsolete. I wonder how sometimes teaching our children the things we're teaching, is AI going to replace that? What are we learning? Obviously not everything, but I'm just saying.
But even with Tiger, like, came home, he's like, "Dad, I'm learning cursive." I thought,
there you go.
I didn't want to do it to him. I was like, when will he ever use that?
Right.
And I'm paying how much a year?
There you go.
When
cursive?
Will the fuck?
When's the last time you used fucking cursive?
Isn't it important for your kids just to learn things in general and just kind of work that side of their brain and be able to, like, start off doing cursive very badly and then over time improve and then learn, how important it is to stick with something and get good at it in the end, overcome something. Like, isn't that important? I said before, I'm honestly wondering, like, what happens to people who get money from, and I recognize it more in podcasting because that's why I consume the most, but I've seen in the podcasting world, whenever these motherfuckers get money and get famous or get success, they suddenly think they have all the answers for all the world's problems. Suddenly they figured it all out. It's just easy, man. Just homeschool. It's easy, man. Fuck all this stuff. Fuck all that. Like, they have all the answers suddenly just because they've got a popular podcast. I've never understood why that becomes a thing, or what the correlation is between both of the things anyway. Like, so bizarre.
Think about that. And Han, how long you guys spent on this?
Yeah. Let's take a little break. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for...
Okay, let's skip this. Jesus Christ, still got so much to go.
Self and goes,
well,
hold
Jordan
on.
Peterson's university. Jordan, I don't know if you know them, pretty smart guy, and knows something about education. Jordan Peterson, he's got, I think it's called, and Jonathan Haidt, they've got different universities online. It costs you $5,000 to get a degree, but you're going to get a real degree. So if you want to learn,
Andrew Tate has the same thing.
There you go. So colleges now.
Charlie Kirk has the same thing.
Charlie Kirk, smart guy, fucking, and
what? They're shouting out Charlie Kirk on the TFATK. Honestly, I love this. What the fuck is going on? This is like they're trying to turn this into like a right wing show, I guess, isn't it? Fair play. Do what you used to do to reinvent the show.
Why
because they're
coming
fed up.
hot today?
They're fed up with this. They're fed up with these universities that are teaching our kids that everything about America is bad, that collectivism and socialism is the way to go, etc. We talked about that ad nauseum, but I'm saying the only thing that college gives you though is contacts. So you build a network.
The only thing, you know, that's the most important thing. Brian should know this, being how rich he was. Like, didn't he work for like a really fucking crazy high law firm because of his dad and his contacts with going to uni? Like, come on, man.
Well,
depending what college you go to.
Depending on what college
you go to USC, sure.
Actually, what college did Brian Callen go to? Didn't Brian Callen go to like a really posh, proper high like college? Or am I mistaken? What college did Brian Callen go to? Was it Stanford? American University. Where's that? In DC of all places. Come on, bro. Let's see. Was that American University? He graduated from American University. American University. Is that like a highly regarded one? I imagine it is, right? Is it highly regarded? American University. What is this? Let's see the Wikipedia. American University is a private federally chartered research university in Washington, D.C. The main campus spans 90 acres, mostly in Spring Valley neighborhood of Northwest D.C. American University was chartered by the Acts of Congress in 1893. Blah, 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 blah. American University has 8 schools and colleges. A College of Art, a Congdon School of Business, School of Communication, Studies, Executive Education, Public Affairs. Fucking hell. It has over 160 programs, including 71 bachelor's degrees and 87 masters. AU students body numbers are 13,000, represent over 50 states in the US and 141 countries around the world. University owns National Public Radio, NPR affiliate WAMU. Wow. This is the college that he went to. And he's talking about it only gives you a network. Bro, come on, man. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, Brian Callen.
And you're in the film industry and you're a director at USC. Judd Apatow went there. I can keep listing people. There's a lot of strength with that.
That's right.
But again,
and in sports. Right.
In sports, or if you're like engineering, something like that, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to be a lawyer? Yeah, you have to, get your undergraduate degree.
Maybe more sign as well, by the way, that money's running out. Maybe more sign money running out because now Brendan has 2 kids that go to that Sierra Canyon school, right? That really posh or that really fancy private school in LA that all the LA celebrities send their kids to. So now he has 2 kids going there, so it's now probably killing his pocket. And now he's probably thinking ahead about shit. These kids want to go to college. This is gonna cost me millions, So maybe this is why we get in this conversation. Maybe this is why. Because I don't think he would have spoken about this before. When he was high flying with Rogan and shit, I don't think he would have worried about school fees. You know what I mean? Wherever you want to go, I'll pay for it. But now he's counting his dollars.
But if they're just like, oh, I'm gonna go major in communications, social studies, like, no, you're not. No, I'm not paying for that. Go travel. Here's half of what really costs. Go travel, go with your buddy, learn a language, do something.
Whatever.
Brendan could hardly speak English. He's telling his son to go travel and learn a language. Also, has Brendan actually traveled anywhere? He seems like somebody that doesn't like to go anywhere outside of LA. Like, so it's funny that he's pushing his kid to go travel and learn a language, but he doesn't learn Spanish is spoken in his household and he doesn't leave his house.
Discipline.
I mean, even the military is not a bad idea. Like, just certain things that give you,
Depends.
practical.
They're saying your kid to Ukraine for self-interest, then what are we doing?
No.
That's a whole nother thing.
No, I'm saying practical
But isn't it weird when you think
knowledge.
about all that? Like in the military, I still, I adore the military. All my family's military. So for me, it was like, oh, there's nothing better. They're fighting the good fight. And then and who knows? Like the information you get now, you're like, man, currently now, I'm not saying like World War II.
Where's big business, Bubba?
I know.
Where's
the
big
biggest? Then you look at why are we getting into wars?
A lot of people make a lot of money.
When you look at Vietnam, and you're like, wait, why were we there? And hold on, somebody's grandfather died?
If you talk to,
so it's like, hold on.
If you see the Iraq invasion, when we invaded Iraq, the people that were the most sort of hesitant were people who were in uniform, who had done fighting.
Of course.
It was civilians who were like, we've got to restructure the Middle East. And a lot of people who had been in the military, especially people like Colin Powell.
What the fuck is this conversation? What is this podcast, bro? Comedy? What's going on? Make us laugh, people. Jesus Christ.
By the way, we're like, hey guys, you don't actually know,
the lay of
what
the
you're
land.
getting into.
No.
It's like talking about fighting if you've never been in a ring.
Yeah.
It's like, there are a lot of shit to go.
What'd you say? What?
I didn't even catch it.
What?
What did you say?
MAGA. Make America gas again.
Man, you're coming in. Jets blazing, bro.
That's what happens when we got a break, Doug.
Jets blazing.
Yeah, but you think about Operation Desert Storm, my uncle was in it. You're like, really? What was that for? Oh, for our freedom.
Iraq invaded Kuwait, but
they're invading America? We're protecting our borders.
Well, Kuwait
border?
controlled a lot of oil. And we were pretty open about that. We were like, hold on, Iraq's going to come in and control all of Kuwait's
But even
oil?
then, we were like, I don't know. They're like,
that was
they have
before we
weapons
had
of mass
shells.
destruction. You're all, really?
Yeah.
Prove it. Just listen to us.
Yeah.
But it was just a different time.
Do you know what has created this? Where I'm going to give you a quiz. I might have already asked you, but there was an event that eroded America's trust in institutions, in media, in academia,
COVID,
in politics.
COVID.
Before that,
Before COVID?
it instilled a
Give me
real
a year. Give me a
sense
year.
of cynicism.
Give me a year.
80s, but mostly 90s. When and I'll give you some hints. There was an event
God, there's
that
a number of
changed
events,
America's view on authority. The authority was looked at as no longer a system of competence.
Embassy in the chat. Make gas real fast. University coming soon. Can you imagine that? Thick Boy University. Thick Boy University. Can you imagine that?
But as tyrannical and corrupt. And it happened, and it was a shock to all of us. And no one believed it until the press, especially Boston and places like that, actually started really digging into it. And then it was a shocking revelation. A shocking revelation.
A number of those come to mind because you got like the incident that happened in Waco, right? Where people are like, God, that was fucked up.
Okay,
right?
okay, but
then,
that was...
Then like Whitey Bulger and then being the FBI informant, working with the FBI, like all that's corrupt.
Sure.
Even though that didn't really come out at the time.
But that's an interesting thing.
JFK's a big one where people went, hold on.
But then, so think after JFK, before Waco.
Because we think now, like when you think of JFK, we're like, I can't believe they didn't realize this. Oh, they did. People were very upset.
Give you a hint.
People were very suspect.
Think about the most trusted people. There was a group of people that were the most trusted for a long time, and then we realized that there was something really awful going on.
Well, there's like CNN. There's a big one, flagship.
So I'm going to tell you what it was. It was when we found out that priests were molesting and raping children.
Oh man, I found that young.
Well, but
I've been hip to that.
In Spotlight and stuff, everybody was until it went mainstream. Because I remember when Disney came out with a movie called Priest, and I remember it was like 1991, and Catholics were calling and going, "I am never going to buy anything from Disney again. How dare they say that this priest?" They featured a priest who was a pedophile.
Damn, Disney did? Disney was
a long
lit
time
back in the day. Remember they put dicks and stuff on
Yeah, but everybody who had been in the Catholic Church, my family members and all that, we all knew some shit was going on.
It's kind of like Bill Cosby, right?
Fucking hell, man. Brian Callen, man, honestly, this fucking guy.
Talked about.
It was all hearsay, and then finally someone goes, no, for reals, there's an issue.
Yeah, and then we found out that there were a lot of predators, a lot of fucking predators, like just real pedophiles that were.
Hey, like Crystalia. Predators like yourself. What's going on? Is this Spider-Man meme time?
Hiding behind the cloth and doing terrible things. And most importantly, it wasn't just that. It was when we found out that the higher ups in the church were covering for them.
The Boy Scouts was a hit to the stomach too.
Oh fuck yeah! But that was all part of it.
Also, no shit.
Yeah, that was all part of it.
I was at Boy Scouts. I'm like, I'm tying knots. Why this guy's so close to me? I got it. Hey, I got it. Hey, back up, Doug.
Why are you so
I'm an Eagle
close to me?
Scout. I don't give a fuck. Why are you so close? Why are your nuts on my shoulders? I'm 7.
Yeah.
No, I got the knot. No, I saw how you did it. I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Get
and
your
that
nuts
was
off my
never
shoulder.
spoken about. But the erosion of that trust and the when Spotlight came out and all those priests were named, and well, it wasn't those priests, it was how many men,
all hidden.
who were all like men, like, you know, repressed Catholic, Irish tough guys, Catholic, Italian guys.
When Brian talks about men, he has to go, oh my God, what a child.
Came out and said, me too, me too, me too. It was the first Me Too movement. And it was, and then you found out that the cardinals in these churches,
Masking,
they
hiding
knew about it,
everything.
and
Yeah,
they just moved those guys to different dioceses.
So they could keep doing it.
Fuck. And we've never recovered from that. It was historians will always go, that was the beginning of
to use the words of Jesus Christ, that was a blessing. That was a blessing that got unsheathed. Thank God it did.
Yeah. So
but also
these orphanages that were run by those priests,
dude.
horrible.
But also no shit.
Yeah.
Talking about the dudes that give their life up to Jesus Christ and refuse to touch women.
Well, some of them.
Why? But why wouldn't they be drawn?
So here's why.
Why would they be so into doing this and being around little boys and having power?
No, I'll tell you why. So a lot of the Catholic priests.
Hey, 5 more minutes and we'll change. 5 more minutes and we'll change. Honestly, I can't. This is just too much, man. And I'll pull the clips later, and when I stream again tomorrow, I'll play the clips that are funny for the next half of the show. Okay, I promise you guys, I won't do this to you again. I promise I won't do this to you again.
Great people. What it was this, and the church itself did a lot of good work. But what happened was typically, throughout history, if you were gay, you couldn't tell your family you went in, and it was a sin. You went into the priesthood to figure out a way to deal.
Okay, we have to stop there. No more. We're done. We have to stop there. We're gonna listen to fucking Brian Callen lecture us on all this shit. Oh, fuck, you don't even know what you're talking about, right? And let me just quickly take a screen grab so I know where I need to start it to watch my clip. And I'm gonna clip it properly myself, and I'm gonna come back to you on the other side. Or when I stream again tomorrow, I'll do that, alright? But I apologize, my guys, I apologize. Let's quickly jump onto YouTube. I want to see, is DSP live at the moment? Oh, I'm on my random show channel, and it's not going to do it. Hold on. Let me see, is DSP live? If you want to check before I move on, let's see if DSP live. Is fucking Dark Side Phil. Is he live? Yeah, he is live. He is. Cool. Let's just quickly check this out. Is he live or is he not live? Oh, he's not live anymore. I thought he was live. Motherfucker, I thought he was live. He's not live. Isn't he live? I thought he was live. I guess not. I guess the fucker's not live. I thought he was live. Bear with me a second as I just quickly check this. Apologies, my friend. Apologies. Una secundo. Oh yeah, he is live. Cool. Let's check out. Let's check out DSP for 1 second. Let's see what he's saying. I think he's reacting to his documentary. Let's see what DSP is saying. This is my other channel though, so it might play ads. Hopefully it's not gonna play an ad. So this is not my premium account set up on here. It's on the other one. Let's see. He's reacting to his documentary. I've got to do that too, by the way. I might do that tomorrow. I might react to the documentary tomorrow, the June the King one. I'll probably do that tomorrow. If there's no more firing the kids stuff, I'll probably do that tomorrow. I will do some. Actually, we need to go for a chin as well. I've got a couple of chin videos to watch. Those chin cam videos, so we'll do those as well. But let's see. This Dark Side Phil video loads. Bear with me a second as it loads. Hopefully it does load. Come on, you cunt. Just Those are these tabs. Okay, just bear me a second here.
All right, just so you know, because I.
What was it saying? Come on, son. Because what? Wrong day.
Find out about the shit after the fact. Now, do I have evidence? No, because I don't sit in the detractor discords and shit. But this was all plotted out ahead of time. Because I don't know if he's gonna say,
what?
But Anonymous was my second mod that catfished everyone, made everyone think that they were a fan of mine, just so that they could moderate for me for over a year.
It's not gonna work, is it? My computer's not gonna be able to hack being able to stream it in real time. Let's see. Bear me a second here. My internet, my computer might be able to hack this.
Finally try to get me with a gotcha moment. We had already had a mod, which he didn't talk about this, okay? Let me go ahead.
Continue playing.
Let me go ahead and go full screen to explain this story. We had a moderator by the name of Marl, that character from Chrono Trigger, okay? And Marl was just a chatter in my chat for about 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah, of course, I know
Farfik,
yeah. I followed the whole thing, man.
And they were nice with
I need to
everyone.
react to Junior Kid documentary. I followed the whole thing.
And Marl told everyone, hey, I'm a woman, and here's some stuff about me and stuff like that. And she befriended a lot of people in the community. Eventually, Marl offered to be a moderator of mine. And I was like, well, everyone seems to like you. I trust you. It wasn't because Marl was a contributor or anything. He was just a nice person. So I moderated them, okay? Now, moderators at that time actually had access to a lot of things
so ugly. Just
involved with my
weird
Twitch.
looking human being
So
in it. Look
for a
his
year,
face.
I'm not kidding you.
Like a mask.
For a year, this moderator was moderating for me, and no one ever had an inkling there was anything wrong. Okay?
And?
One night, in the middle of the night, one of my moderators sends me a frightened email. Okay? And the email reads as thus: just so you know, I went into your Nightbot, which we still use today as the chat bot. Okay? Went to your Nightbot, and I found someone has gone in there and literally has changed all the commands. They're all things that are going to get you banned off of Twitch today. The moment you go live, if someone starts doing these commands, this is like awful shit. This is not only insults about you, there's racist shit. It's all in your bot, so you're going to get blamed for it. Like you programmed your bot to have all this racist stuff in it. Okay? Wow,
Press exit
that's
out on that
messed
one.
up.
Where's
Well,
the
let
proof?
me take a look. And
Where's
I
the
looked,
proof?
and lo and behold, it said it was Marl, my moderator, for a year who had done this. So it was discovered that Marl was a catfish, one of my detractors, who had pretended to be a fan for 7-8 months, befriended everyone in the community, became a moderator, but got all access to all my shit, and was plotting this all along for a year. This Marl person had personal discussions with my other mods and people, that telling them all about their life and everything. It was all a lie. It was literally 100% fabricated to infiltrate my community and try to get me banned from Twitch. Think about how insane that is, okay? So that was time number one. This time, this guy's name is Anonymous, okay? This guy is a chatter of mine for a while. I can't remember if he ever contributed or not. He might have, but he wasn't a giant contributor or anything like that.
Okay.
This guy, again, was a nice guy in chat, saying, being good with the community, saying nice things. Let me put it this way. This guy, all right, was so nice to me. Over time, I did a playthrough that they had requested. They had requested that I would play Night in the Woods, which I had never really heard of. And I usually didn't play indie games. And I did a whole playthrough of Night in the Woods because of this person, okay? So this person becomes a moderator of mine. They're in my moderator Discord, okay? Come to find out, this person hates me.
He admits he's got Discord now.
They posted all this up on Kiwi Farms. I don't know if June will cover it. But basically, this person had a secret grudge against me for something I had said like 2-3 years earlier. All right? Something crazy, like not even like direct reference or anything to this person, but somehow it just rubbed them really the wrong way. I'm curious if June will cover it, because I don't really remember what it was. And they had a secret grudge against me for years. Years. And they became
That's understandable. You're a very
and they actually
unlikable
worked
person,
with this
brother.
PW Dubs guy to try to frame me to claim that I doxed a fan so that now I get in trouble.
You did dox a fan,
all right?
though.
Did I dox that fan?
Yeah, you did.
The person who sent me an edited license, who had only
You posted it on
information that was
Discord.
public already.
You posted it on
showing
Discord.
on the license.
You posted it on Discord.
It's pretty messed up. Oh, by the way, after this happened, they tried to put out a version of the license that wasn't the real one. They tried to put out a version of the license that I think had different information on it or something to act like it actually was a doxing when it was. It was public information. The person's name we knew, where they lived we knew, and their date of birth we already knew. They'd already said all of that in my chat before. It's not a dox if you've already released that info and you're purposely editing the other info, right? Why else would this person have unsolicited sent me this license? And the only reason I presented it to my moderators, I'm like, is anyone getting shit like this? Because if so, we got to figure out what's going on and put an end to it.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? Anybody else that had to explain themselves this much, usually you'd think to yourself, hold on, maybe this is not making me look good. When you have to explain you have to fucking retcon and cope and plead for understanding on every situation. Maybe you might be the bad guy. Maybe you're the one that might be the bad guy. Maybe, but it never crosses his mind.
Doxer was Anonymous, because he's the one that actually posted all this up later. So he's the one telling the whole internet about it. Like, you then are putting it out in the public eye, not me.
Your grown baby. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not. Yeah, I'm all set on David Lucas, man. I love Comedy Enforcement. That's my guy, but I'm all set on David Lucas. I'm all set on that guy.
A $5 super chat. Hold on. $5 super chat from Papa Gino, who says, if someone dummy sent me a picture of their driver's license with redacted info, I would clown them. I would also clown on them for it.
What?
And the thing is, did you read the message? I'm not clowning on the guy. I'm disturbed. I'm like, why is he sending me this? This is legit scary. Now people are sending me like legal documents and shit. I don't want this. Like, what is happening here?
What a pussy are you? It's scary that somebody sent you a fucking driver's license.
It's private info because it was already public, what we had already known about the person. That's what I mean. I was like, dude, what is going on here? Anyway, let's continue, because I really hate, once again, this is very similar to me to the PC issue earlier, where I feel like this is a non-issue. It's just stupid shit.
So why are you explaining yourself?
Somehow it got into the dock and is somehow, fucking focused on here. Don't ask me why. So let's continue.
This rogue mod, known as Anonymous, or Anony for short, was in talks with QB4 members to verify themselves and leak both the secret Discord chat logs and prove Phil had doxed PW dubs. But Phil was catching on. Now in 2021, this came to a head mid-March.
Like the Anonymous, they had the power in like Twitch chats, like change the title of his stream. So they like changed the title of when Phil was streaming. He changed the title to Dark Side Phil leaks. Dark Side Phil docs PW dubs. He made that the title.
Shame.
Following this and Anonymous's departure, Phil had to defend his doxing of PW dubs and his secret Discord.
So his question specifically is, why didn't you ever mention that you had a Discord? We asked you before if you used Discord and you said no.
Exactly.
Because it's my moderator Discord. It's none of anyone's business if I have something for my business behind the scenes running. That's for business purposes. The question was, do I have a
lies.
Discord?
No,
a Discord people can join and talk to me? No.
He lies so effortlessly, innit? He lies so effortlessly. Everyone asks you, have you got a Discord? No, I don't have a Discord. Banned if you say I got a Discord. I don't have a Discord. Now you're saying no. They asked me if I have a public one. No one asked you that. This guy is such a fucking liar, isn't it? Oh my god. He lies like he breathes.
Oh. I can have a private Discord if I want.
Of course you can, but why lie when people ask if you got one?
10 private Discords if I want. I could have a fleet of 100 servers connected together, all with secret moderator Discords, and it's my prerogative to do that, and it's none of your fucking business. Why are you even care, and why are you asking me dumb questions? Mind your own fucking business. Because
fucking weirdo, bro. He's such a weirdo.
It's nothing to do with anyone watching the stream.
The doxing, the Discord, and his treatment of Anonymous made its way to Reddit, where it was fast to gain traction.
Exactly.
Anonymous, in his post, made sure to censor everything the driver's license had on it except the words driver's license. Phil admitted that he shared the license in a small moderator Discord, but used the small size of the Discord and the fact that PW Dub censored some of it himself in his defense. Then came the argument that Phil did not share the censored version, confusing Anonymous's
yo, take care, Stevie. I must say, beast of a dad. Honestly, it must be so fun if you've actually got kids to say that sort of stuff in real life. Beast of a dad, kiddos, critter. Like honestly, Papa's chauvinisms must be so fun if you have kids. But careful you don't say narrative around your kids, because you might actually get them to think narrative is pronounced narrative. You know, like. Every facet, any facet.
Full censor against PW Dub's partial censor. Even so, it was all a bad look for Phil. And not just Phil, but also Anonymous. In a place like Kiwi Farms, posts range from general observations, to memes, to full vitriol, all of which is typically welcome. To step foot in this space is to realize that everyone is a potential target.
Exactly.
All elements of you can be criticized and brought forward for the sake of entertainment. Anonymous was no exception. Nigel UKIP was set on giving Anonymous a proper welcome by making fun of his appearance and his launch of his streaming career. This comes with the perspective some detractors across several communities hold that earning revenue online while existing in proximity to detractors is a sin, as some view Phil and other streamers like Wings of Redemption as chronic e-beggars who are constantly unappreciative of fan support and money.
I agree with that.
Though most won't
Chronic
care and are
e-beggars.
just there for the entertainment. And when Baby Anonymous' alternative fur baby
Look how
fetish
quiet he
Twitter
is.
was
Look how
noticed,
quiet he
that's
is.
all they got. The contents of this Twitter are highly disturbing and for that reason cannot and should not be shown.
Wow.
Diaper photos. That was crazy situation they had. Like, it's like so much stuff in this vortex. It's crazy. It's like so many.
With Anonymous' image
Jesus
irrevocably
Christ.
defiled through his own
Why does he
means,
sound
he
like that?
dropped off from the community entirely. As for what happened to Phil, practically nothing. This behavior was already expected from him. Besides, surprises don't come from.
This is hilarious. This behavior was expected
Exactly,
from him.
exactly.
You mean the behavior where someone tried to set me up?
I love that June is digging into him now. DSP is so toxic. Even June, who tried to be neutral and tried to just approach it in like a neutral way and just, hey, here's a doc, yeah, I'm gonna put this out. Even June, he's so toxic that even June, when he did the doc, just come around to the idea that this guy's a piece of shit.
To make it look like I did something far worse than what actually happened, and I reacted very rationally to it and said, this is stupid, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you're right. That's why nothing happened. You're absolutely correct. Because nothing happened. It's fucking stupid. This is only news to people who have the tiniest of fucking IQs and think that this is fucking important shit.
Phil. They come from everything else.
Oh, look at that. There's some kind of a glitch. Only Iced Coffee just realized there's a glitch on Twitch. It wasn't a glitch. I
Oh,
remember
that's
what this
so
was,
good,
but
so
we're gonna
good.
see it in a second.
Hopefully this happens to him on YouTube too. Because how can I get demonetized? How do I get demonetized before fucking DSP does? Honestly, the world isn't fair, mate. The world isn't fucking fair. Life isn't fair. How does a ninja like me, how does a minority like me, a working class minority, get demonetized before this absolute cretin?
Dick Jones, thanks for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you supporting the community tonight. That's actually the first memberships of the night, so thank you, Dick.
Look at him. I hate that little sneaky beg he does, by the
bronze
way.
for no reason.
That little sneaky beg he does. Oh my god, thank you for the 5 gifted membership. Right? Thank you for the 5 gifted membership. Thank you. That's the first one of the night. It's a sneaky little beg, you know? Thanks for the 5. It's the first one of the night. It's like, just say thank you and keep it moving. But you have to slip it in there. That's the biggest donor of the night. Thank you so much. Who's gonna beat it next? It's like, oh yeah. Big up MC. Ago, you say some wild stuff. Do you think so? I don't think I say wild stuff. I don't really think so. I don't think so. I think I just speak. I just speak and share my opinions and share my views. I don't think I say any wild stuff really. Not particularly. But you know what? You could be right because I'm currently demonetized. So maybe you have a point. I don't think I say wild stuff, but maybe, you know, YouTube would beg to differ.
What the hell?
Oh, I
Apparently,
love this.
Something just happened very bad.
I
is
love
what
this.
happened,
I love
guys.
this so much.
Apparently something very, very bad just happened. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
I love this so
It
much.
literally just happened this moment.
I love this so much.
The subs
favorite.
are going away.
It's my favorite
permanently.
Time.
Apparently.
I hope this happens to him on YouTube too. I don't wish for bad for any people, but this needs to happen to him on YouTube. If this happens to him on YouTube, he's done for. He's done for. There's no way he survives if he gets demonetized on YouTube. It's impossible. No way.
They kicked me out of the partnership program, and I don't know why.
Look at everyone in the stream chat saying I say wild stuff. Look at everybody. Look at everybody. No, Uche. I'm not gaslighting them. You guys are gaslighting me.
No one knew it at the time, but Phil's suspension from his...
You guys are gaslighting me. I don't say bad stuff. You guys say bad stuff.
Twitch partnership was, according to Phil, because of the massive influx of reports of him using harmful language. Following this was the greatest weapon ever developed against Darkseid Phil. Created by user Piece of Peace, the DSP Tips Tracker spreadsheet is equipped with table after table, analyzing Phil's daily earnings from his AM and PM streams.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
He's already moving on from that?
Look at his face.
So if he is moving on from that, FYI, I found out later, and this is something that I can't provide evidence of. Okay, I can't.
Oh my
I wish I could,
God.
but this is
Trust me, bro.
Some person who was insider in this situation.
Trust me, bro.
Provided me the evidence, and now I know what happened because that was 2021. So
Okay.
over 3 years ago, this happened. Okay.
What happened?
So in 2021, my detractors decided, because they saw how culture was changing, correct? You know, me when I started on YouTube, culture was very different. Look at the jokes and shit that I was making back then. In 2021, everything was changing. Everything was, as people are saying, it went woke, correct? And because of that, what my detractors decided to do was put together a compilation reel package of some of the things that you could say that I said and did back in the past that were very risque and considered bad, right?
Oh,
I mean, we
come
saw
on,
one of them where I
guys.
got kicked off.
You guys in the stream chat, come on. You think I got demonetized for saying the N-word? Really? You really think I got demonetized for saying the N-word? Really? Come on. For all the YouTube channels you guys watch, and given how small my channel is and my footprint and the amount of views I get, why am I getting demonetized? It's obviously targeted. It's not a big deal. I don't really give a fuck. It is what it is. But let's not lie. Let's not create fictions. Like, I didn't get demonetized because I said the N-word. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. Come on, man. Somebody attacked me. Somebody came after me. Somebody attacked me. Somebody tried to end me. Which I don't blame them for. I don't blame them. I understand. It was probably Zach Amico. If it wasn't him, it was somebody else. But somebody directed the YouTube AdSense people to my channel and said, look what he's doing. Bullying, harassment. And obviously, you know, nowadays you can't bully people anymore. You know, you can't bully people anymore. You know, back in the day you could bully people. Now you can't. So I guess that's why I got demonetized. But I don't think I got demonetized for saying the ninja word. I don't think so.
Off of Blip TV for that Dead Space 2 joke, correct? But there's many other examples of that from back in the day, okay? So literally what they did, they made a compilation of it in videos, in like folders, and they sent it en masse to the reporting places for the things that I was working with. So they sent it to Twitch TV, they sent it to all of the streaming services that I was using to take in contributions during live streams and have pop-ups come up. They sent it to Teespring, my merchandise store, all of this.
I don't think that's true. I don't think
the funny part about all of this is the stuff.
And even if it is true, you still said some dicey shit that would get you banned. I don't know why he's so he's upset that people sent Twitch a pack of all the dicey shit he said to get him demonetized or to get him taken off the partner program. But then he's also not acknowledging that he's the one that said the stuff that would get him demonetized or get him taken off the partner program on Twitch. It's just, that's the game, isn't it?
He sent to them was ancient. This wasn't like, oh, Phil just did something bad in 2021.
That doesn't matter, though.
And this is
he
what's
did it
being
bad.
reported.
It doesn't matter.
It was actually like, you know, stuff from the past. But some of these companies, for example, Teespring, was well aware of who I was in the past, the kind of behavior that I had done. Teespring recruited me to work with them. I didn't even have any intention of selling merch on Teespring. They contacted me and said, hey, we don't know who you are. We like your...
Yeah, big up Ucha. Chin is a rule for never reporting. I said it before, and again, my predictions are usually off. Don't get me wrong. But I've got a feeling, don't get me wrong, I think there's going to be a reckoning soon. I think a lot of these comedians are not happy about Podcast Cringe, Today's a Try, and all the money they make. I don't think they're happy. So I think there's going to be a reckoning. I think soon you're going to see a lot of these big comedians decide to fucking copyright strike everyone. Watch. I think it's gonna happen soon. I have a feeling they're gonna just go hard and just start smacking everyone.
Content. Let's get you in. They made a store for me. They actually made some of my very first merch ever in the Teespring store. Well knowing who I was in my past and all that.
Okay.
Now all of a sudden in 2021, all these companies all collectively decide at once to drop me.
Yeah, well, things change. Culture changes, you fucking idiot. Of course, culture changes. What do you expect? And you also said some dicey shit. That should have got you banned back then. It didn't, but now it's got you banned because culture has shifted. It's what it is.
It wasn't just Twitch. It was Teespring. It was all these all at once. I'm sure that's a coincidence, right? So eventually, someone finally fessed up. I mean, I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but basically, they contacted me and they said, just so you know, I'm involved with this whole thing on Twitch. I'm one of the people who like reviews reporting, and here it is. Like, we got a packet of stuff on you, and this was it. And basically, because all these businesses now are changing their mentalities on who they want.
Big up MC. You went after a POM, a person of mass. Is fucking hilarious.
On their streams, on their websites or whatever, basically this got referred up the ladder. People looked at it in positions of power and said, oh, this guy he's not for our site anymore. Even though I wasn't doing that kind of behavior on stream at all anymore. They kicked me out.
But you still did it, you fucking fool.
For it, and it wasn't just them. It was Teespring and these other streaming services. They all did it at once.
I love how in DSP's brain, if you don't punish him for the bad behavior in the moment, you can't punish him later. You can't see it later. Like, if you don't punish him right then when he does something bad, it doesn't count later. Later, then you just become a detractor. Like, what? That's not how it works. Maybe they just got around to seeing it then.
It's not some coincidence. It was 1 and 1. No, they all happened within like a 1 to 2 month period. They all kicked me out of their businesses. These detractors doing this. Okay, so that's what happened there with the Twitch. And after that, I still said, hey, I'll still try to stream on Twitch anyway. I just won't be partnered. And then, since that didn't work, then my haters, my detractors, mass reported me for saying racial things I never said. Like, I was playing what was Returnal? I was playing Returnal on PS5, and I got tongue-tied. I was like, blah, blah, blah. I said something, and they're like, oh, let's mass report him and say that he said the N-word. But I didn't say the N-word.
I love how he still never asked himself, like, why do people do these things to me? Why do people run all these gay ops on me? Why are people going out of their way to try and end my career, to try and end my livelihood? I love how that never once crosses his mind. It's like, bro, you're not making it easy to be liked, Like, no one's really rooting or cheering for you, so that's why people go out of their way to do this shit to you. Maybe change your behavior and this won't happen.
Reported me anyway, and Twitch is so dumb, they suspended my account.
Whatever.
Then I appealed it. I said, are you out of your mind? I never would say that. And then they restored it like hours later, but already I lost my stream, lost revenue. And at that point I was like, so let me get this straight. You're going to deplatform me for things I did over 10 years ago, but you knew before you were okay with, but now all of a sudden you're not. Okay, you're gonna kick my stream offline and suspend me for things I'm not doing. I've had enough. You guys are unprofessional, and I left. And I've never taken a second glance at going back at Twitch. The only reason I would ever go back there is if it was an emergency. For some reason, I couldn't do content on YouTube. I would go over there temporarily, but likely I would go to another website, whether it be Kick or who knows. I don't even know where else you could stream right now, but definitely it would be that. Like, I wouldn't want to be treated.
He wants to go join Kick with his bum chums, Kino Casino, innit? That's what he wants to go join Kick for.
Professionally, And the other funny part about some of this is, like, for example, reaching out to these companies, you'll be like, so why did I get suspended? Well, for violation of our terms. Well, what did I do to violate it? Oh, we're not required to tell you. We actually don't have to tell you what you did. We just kicked you out. Too bad. So then how would I ever learn from my mistakes if you don't tell me what I did wrong? Well, we don't care. Oh, Twitch, that's exactly what Twitch said. They have no responsibility to tell me what I did wrong besides harmful speech. I think that's what they called it. Harmful speech or hateful speech. Hateful speech, I think is what they called it. And basically, you can apply it for the partner program again in a year if you want. But I don't know what I said that violated your rules, and you won't even tell me. So anyway, that's what that was. He glossed over it, but I wanted to let you know how messed up these things have been for me over the years because of my detractors.
This included what game he played, who was the top tipper, how much did he make on average, how did this compare to the average. It also included analysis on his Patreon, YouTube, and Twitch. Phil's excuses, poor spending habits, and as it were, e-begging would be challenged with evidence like never before.
Except none of this means anything, because when someone tips me, it doesn't mean that I get it. Just because I got a tip now doesn't mean it doesn't get charged back, doesn't mean that
because I like how he loves nitpicking. The general consensus is everyone's reporting on these tips because he feigns poverty, says he hasn't got any money, right? And then spends it all on WWE champions, but then has enough money coming in during the day from tips and stuff that could easily pay for the things that he wants to pay for. So he basically feigns poverty to get money out of his fans, and basically continues lying to do so, and he thinks it's perfectly okay to do that. What a piece of shit.
Transaction fee or a currency conversion.
I'm just glad that begging the way he does is never going to be okay, and he never understands that, and he's always going to get dunked on it for it. So that's a great thing for me about DSP. He wants to beg in peace. He wants to sit on stream and panhandle continually in peace, but no one will ever let him do it because it's abhorrent. Do you know what I mean? No one likes beggars.
All of that exists. What they're doing is they're just looking at pure tips that I'm telling you I am getting. All right? So, you know, it doesn't mean anything. All they're doing is taking the gross. So they think, you know, for example, all right, these last month and a half, 2 months well, actually it's been about a month and a half now. Not even. Actually, it's only been a month. Holy shit. I thought it was over longer than that, but it's only been about a month. I firmly believe that within the next couple of months, I'm going to start getting chargebacks for tips because, as you've seen, it's been great, but I get them behind the scenes all the time. I just don't bring them up. It happens all the time, and sometimes I combat them and I win, and sometimes I don't. But literally, what you see me getting on stream is not what I actually get. Okay,
you still make
a lot of factors.
You still make $100,000 per year, most years. You still make that, yet you still say that you're living check to check. Like, come on, man, fuck off out of here with this shit.
Involved. So they're tracking all of this, and of course, they're once again, just like they do with the WWE champion spending, they're grossly over exaggerating. They're just assuming every single contribution.
Of course, we're taking face value what your stream takes in. Like, honestly, it's just. I hate how he doesn't realize what people are getting at. You beg for money. You make a lot of money begging, but then you also act like you're always poor. And you lie about what you actually spend your money on, which is WWE champions. That's what people are upset about. You constantly lie. Like, this guy is just like... I love the little nitpicking to get away from the main point of it.
Is real. They don't factor in cuts because, like, oh, we're tracking super chats. Dude, YouTube takes a lot out of super chats. Okay, I don't get a full super chat, but they track it like it is. It's like, that's what I mean. It's completely disingenuous.
Oh,
it's
shut
no
up.
Business to begin with.
It
but the
is.
fact that they would so meticulously track
make
is
it
so insane.
Hold on.
Right?
And as such became immediately useful.
I'll be playing Mass Effect 1 Remastered in a marathon setting, and my goal that day is to raise funds via tips or patron pledges to pay the bills that I need to pay this month because I'm not going to be getting any payment for my Twitch partnership because
he was begging via fucking Twitter voice fucking tweets, whatever it is, voice notes. There's no fucking limit to this guy's begging it. He's begging via the fucking tweet. Like, he's incredible, bro. He's incredible. Begging through the tweet voice note. It's fucking hilarious. And the return on investment must be quite good because he keeps doing it. It clearly works on his streams. The more he begs, he actually makes a lot more money. So it actually does work. But it's like, look, he has a nightbot. I just saw it there on the stream chat. He has a nightbot that constantly tells people how to pledge for Patreon and how to tip. I don't know if it's like every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, but he's got a nightbot on there. Fucking hell.
they canceled it.
Phil, on May 6, nearly 2 weeks after being departnered, set on raising money to pay his bills now in fear that he won't be receiving his Twitch partnership money pre the departnering.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was going to happen. If you get departnered, does that mean they're going to pay me now? They're going to pay me later?
Nope.
The reason that this definitely, I was afraid. Long story short, when I got deplatformed from YouTube, not deplatformed, excuse me, when my AdSense was disabled and suspended way back at the beginning of this documentary. Remember we talked about that happen? It got to say that's when I went to Blip TV in 2010. YouTube didn't pay me. They kept something like $13,000 when they said that I had violated their program. They just didn't pay me for it. So I'm thinking, dude, this same thing might happen with Twitch. And imagine that. I worked my butt off all month and earned all this money, and then they decide not to pay me for it. How am I going to pay for anything? I won't be able to pay any bills or anything. That's my money.
Yeah, yo, that mobile game that he plays, like, that mobile game that he plays is basically pay to play. It's scary how much money he's put into that game and gone absolutely nothing back. It's not even a game. It's like, it's not really even a game, you know? It's hard to even describe. Like, he's gotten absolutely nothing out of that. If that company goes under tomorrow, which it never will, but if Scopely was to go under, like, what do you have to show for that game? Zero. Like, it's honestly astounding how he's got himself cooked on that shit. I really don't get it. When he played on stream, I obviously watched the clips. It looks terrible too. It's not even like a fun experience. It looks pretty shit. Menu after menu after menu, cards. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, It's not even entertaining. Like at least with Call of Duty and all those type of things, you get to like buy skins and all this sort of stuff that improve the look of what you're doing. But like WWE champion just spending that much amount of money on that shitty of a game, you get yourself into debt for that shitty of a game. That game is making you beg for tips online, really.
It's a staple money to pay my stuff. So I was very much scared, like seriously very scared that I wasn't going to be able to do anything for that month now because this had happened out of the blue. Okay, so yeah, I mean it sucks that here I am grifting, here I am e-begging, but I'm doing it because this has happened out of nowhere. My detractors have gotten me kicked out of the partner program unfairly, and now I don't know what to do because that was a source of income I needed, right? I received a $20 super chat from Tyler. Thank you so much, Tyler. I really, really appreciate that. He said, here's a tip for you, my lord. Well, it is a super chat, and it helps the channel a lot. It is not considered towards the tips goal because that's tips going through PayPal.
I hate this side of him as well, by the way. Tips don't contribute to the goal. Super chats only. No, super chats don't contribute to the tips goal. Only tips because he wants that money instantly. Instantly. Give that money now. Let me withdraw it right now.
That's what the streak is concerning. If you're trying to contribute to the King's streak, it has to be a PayPal tip.
What a piece of shit.
What a description of this video, you'll see that link. Or you can type ! tips in the chat, and that'll pop up there too. But that is a very generous contribution. Let's get you on the leaderboard for it. It is Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that, Tyler. Okay. And for everyone being a troll to Tyler, enjoy your bans right now in chat because you deserve it. People being jerks to Tyler. Okay. All right, let's continue.
But if we look at the spreadsheet, between the 22nd of April, which is when he was departnered, and May 6th, when he made the announcement, he already made $5,797 solely from tips.
And again, that's bullshit because that doesn't factor in people charging back. That doesn't factor in the fees associated with PayPal, currency conversions, and the fact that tips usually are spoken for. Tips go towards, for example, the groceries, buying games, paying certain utility bills, food, when we order out for the day. Well, actually, I don't know back then if we were ordering. In 2021, I think we were. So for the day off, once a week, I order a meal, and it's, expensive meal. The one time a week we don't.
Imagine him begging for tips to buy an expensive meal for his fat wife. Like, the lack of shame.
Don't cook. All that stuff is paid for with the tips. The income coming in behind the scenes, meaning the Twitch income, was paying the bills, like the mortgage, the car payment, all of that. So basically, they took away the payment that I needed to pay the biggest bills, the staple bills, right? Now, could I stretch the $5,700 that I had made within that month to pay everything? Kind of. But I mean, my mortgage was almost $2,000. My car payment was like, I want to say $400 or $500.
This is no one's business, by the way. You know what he does here? Oversharing these financial details. Then when you scrutinize him for how he spends his money, all of a sudden it's not your business. So he overshares with all this sort of stuff. Then when you scrutinize the way he uses his money that he gets, he then tells you none of your business. Go fuck yourself, Phil. Go fuck yourself.
Dollars, car insurance, basically almost all the money is spoken for. Now, how do I keep my business running, right? Because they took all this income away from me. So again, this is like a nickel and diming situation. Oh, well, we know everything that Phil needs money for and stuff. No, you don't. No, you don't, and you never will. So you don't know what you're talking about here, but let's continue.
Not YouTube, not Patreon, just tips.
I'm trying to make it so I hit every tips goal this week to help me coming up with my mortgage because I don't even know what's going to happen with Twitch. I don't know if they're going to pay me or not for all the work that I did last month after losing my partnership. I'm looking to hit the tips goal every stream now between now and when I have to pay my mortgage in the middle of the month.
You don't believe that I cook? My wife cooks. I very rarely cook. My wife cooks. There you go.
I have no other income apparently because it sounds like Twitch isn't going to pay me for last month. I'm going to pay my bills, pay my mortgage and everything because I'm not going to get that payment I depend on every month.
Oh, shut up.
Fundraising to pay my mortgage, to pay my back taxes and the stuff for the rest of the month. As for the mortgage, yes, I hope that things go well and I can pay my mortgage on Saturday. Please support this marathon stream. I need the help. In particular, I need it for tomorrow. Pay my mortgage, so if you can,
this
please
is so fucking embarrassing because I'm looking at it right now. It's hurting me, man. Do you think I wanted to act like that? Do you think I wanted to do that?
Yeah,
if
you
they didn't
did.
Fuck with my
You loved
partnership,
it.
I
You
never would
loved
have had
it.
to do this.
You loved it. You love begging.
I only had to do it because they fucked with
You're
my
a fucking
income.
cunt. You love begging.
I mean, is there not like an iota of like emotion or sympathy or even
No.
like moral feeling?
Yo, How is he trying to reverse it on us? You're the one that's begging online for tips to pay your groceries. You're the scumbag. Go get a job like the rest of us if you're that fucking desperate for money. Why does your fans or viewers have to be responsible for your bills? You're not entitled to anything, you piece of fucking shit. What a cunt. What an absolute cunt. I ought to have morals. Where are your fucking morals? You lie about a game that you spend all your money on, and then you feign ignorance, you feign poverty online when really you're spending all your money on a game that you should stop doing it because you're addicted to it, but you're wasting money on it. And then you lie about where the money is going to get more money, and then that money goes to fucking booze and whatever else nonsense, and you know, DoorDash 5 days a week and shit, and feeding your fat wife. Like, fuck off, man.
Playing that G. They literally took away a major source of Phil's income. So he had to e-beg like a loser to make up for it.
We don't care, man.
Did I cause that? No.
Yeah, you did, because you're the one that e-begs and you pay and you say dumb shit online.
They're the ones who cause the behavior they don't like. Okay? If they didn't fuck with my YouTube channel in 2015 with the false copyright strikes, I wouldn't have had to delete so many videos, get thrown out of the algorithm, have a giant decrease in views, a giant decrease in money, that then caused me to go into some of the financial stress that I went into. By no means am I saying that's the only source. It's one of the primary sources, though. All right? If they're not fucking with me at every turn, my income left, right, up, and down, then I won't have to e-beg. I literally have to e-beg when they fuck with my income. It's not I e-beg first.
No, you e-beg all the time. You're even e-begging now while you're actually making a lot of money. You're still e-begging. You beg all the time. This guy's chatting shit. He's the type of person that he would literally win the lottery and still come back and beg. He loves begging. Nothing more that he loves just sitting on his fucking hands and begging. I fucking hate this guy.
I didn't even start asking for any contributions in my content until they fucked with my income.
You've always had a fucking PayPal link in your content. Always. Let's not lie. There's proof of it that you've always had one.
I literally just made videos. That was it. It wasn't every stream. For years, I streamed from 2013 through 2017. That's 4 years. I didn't have super chats enabled. I didn't have any, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't have any of that crazy stuff. That all started when I had to become a full-time streamer because they kept fucking with my income so badly. And the adpocalypse as well. It was going hand in hand, all right? But this is ridiculous. This spins it like the reason that Phil sat there and e-begged is because he was pathetic and greedy. He already made $5,000 in tips.
You are.
So obviously, dude, they literally kicked me out of the partner program for what the trolls did. I had a lot of income lost. I had to make it up somehow or I was going to lose shit. Like, legit. I wasn't going to be able to pay my stuff.
We don't care.
This
it's not
is after the
it's not our responsibility. It's not your fans' responsibility for your shit. You shouldn't put it on them. That's scummy in itself anyway.
See, I have to emphasize this too, because some people might say, well, I just don't understand it. Why couldn't you just put it on a credit card? Why couldn't you just get a loan? I couldn't do any of that. I had no credit. I just went through a bankruptcy in 2020. So I had
again, your fault.
Nothing to fall back on. It was this or lose something, right? So it was this. It was rocking a hard place. I had to act like this. But I look at this and I hate it. I don't like that I had to do this. This is pathetic. This is sad. This sounds like shit that I have to do this dumb shit. I hate this, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna end it there, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. This guy's fucking pissing me off. I don't want to go to bed fucking raging. I actually want to react to the June documentary in full. I want to react to it in full. Oh, look how low I am. Why am I so low? I want to react to it in full. So I'm gonna save the June documentary. I don't want to watch too much of it. I want to save the rest of it. I might do that tomorrow. Should I do it tomorrow? Or maybe I'll do it on Sunday. Maybe I'll do it on Sunday. Maybe I'll save it for Sunday. I might save it for Sunday. So I might save the June documentary for Sunday. So keep an eye out for that one. I want to watch the whole thing. So yeah, man. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Appreciate all of you. We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna do another one tomorrow, and tomorrow we're gonna dedicate to Chin. We're gonna go through Chin. We're gonna fucking go through Chin, as many videos of Chin as possible. I might even do fucking 6. We're gonna do Chin. We're gonna do Chin tomorrow. I'm gonna take some clips from the recent TFATK, and that'll be for the most part what we'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow will be mostly Chin and TFATK. Okay, so lock in, lock on. Make sure you like the stream down below. Like the stream down below. Don't be lame. That'd be obviously amazing. Yeah, exactly. RIP. Oh, big up Ricky Pitcher. I didn't see you there, brother. Well, go on, Ricky Pitcher. I didn't see you there. Hope you're well, brother. Yeah, RIP Rich Homie Quan, of course. RIP Rich Homie Quan, the fucking G. But yeah, man. What you call it? Big up all of you. Big up all of you. Andrew W. No, the steel toe porn thing. Not really. Not really. I don't really know. Don't get me wrong. I know a little bit about it, but there's not really much to say in it, really, isn't it? He's out on bail now at the moment, so I guess they'll need to sort it out. But maybe I'll pick up again when something actually happens. But it is quite wild, though. To be fair, it is quite wild. He just couldn't keep his mouth fucking shut. Look what happened to him. But yeah, big up everybody. Appreciate all of you. Big up Ucha. See you. Thank you for hanging. Apex Putter, Manny, Andrew W, Ricky Pitcher, MC, NJ Ranger, of course, my guy, Ruben Rivera, Assad Aziz, obviously, all the time, my friend. Big up you. Who else is in here? Loads of people. KP, Andrew W, everyone. I appreciate all of you, man. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe as well for the channel. This is a new channel, Random Show. I'm doing a lot of things on here, so please subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Appreciate all of you. Peace out, brothers. Thank you for hanging out. Take care. Peace.